What's going on, everybody? Good evening, good evening. Hope you're all doing well. We've got round 3 on the docket tonight. We've got a trophy game, maybe even time for 2 games. I think we actually had time for 2 games yesterday in college football, so we're locked and loaded, getting to the tail end of the season there. Not welcome back. Play Dark Souls 3. Never realized how slightly different the game plays and feels going back to it. I can imagine that there's like some real minor stuff there that feels just a little bit different. What in particular stood out to you, though? Yeah, what up, Deuce? Deuce, I don't know if you were here for it last night or not. We played the whiteout game. I tell you what, there is a huge jump going from like top 25 and below teams to jumping up to the top. It was close. We brought it back, but we went down like 24-10. I want to say it was like 24-10 at halftime, or 24-7. I don't know. We gave up a lot of points in the second quarter, and then we blanked them in the second half. But by that point, we were already down too much to come back. It was just so hard to move the ball. So we're like 9-1 now, I think. I accidentally simmed the Washington game. Ended up coming out as a win, which I think was to be expected, because Washington in our Dynasty is not as good as they were IRL last year. Not even close, actually. They're terrible. Lack of stamina and presence of fall damage here and there. Minor version going from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 2. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny, because the way that I think about it in Elden Ring is you really only need endurance, or like higher endurance, if you want, I guess if you have like a magic build, because that was one thing that I realized. I went with base, or like 20 maybe endurance for a really long time. You know, didn't do anything with it, and then it was like if you wanted something that had a cast and hold, then you kind of need to improve it. Otherwise, it's like only if you're running something pretty beefy, you want to run like a really heavy armor set, where endurance starts to come into play. But yeah, when you talk about Dark Souls 3, where there were like builds where it was like 40 endurance and like barely anything else. I mean, a lot of that was because you were running like Raw Stora or something, so there were no other points to put it into. Yeah, when we even got down to the point where like 30 is pretty comfortable, but because in Elden Ring you don't need it outside of the fights or when enemies are present, for the most part you can get away with a really low endurance on your builds. Hey, what's going on, Van? Welcome back. Senor, good evening. Howdy, hey. Endurance for ultra great swords. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of still true in Elden Ring. Right, like if you're taking on a really heavy weapon, then sure, you're gonna need more endurance just because it's gonna be pretty chunky, but not needing endurance for the running areas and stuff. It's like 50 or 60 in Elden Ring. I think mine being a quality build, I think it has a fair amount of endurance. Mostly because I was trying to have, you know, a great sword with like an armor set and stuff. So I think my build is like Lionel's set, and I have the Milo sword. Wish you could play that game? Who says you can't, Van? I love those games. Anything from Software. I mean, some of the best games that I've played over the past couple of years: Elden Ring, Armored Core 6. Gotta get to 99 endurance. Grind it out, get to 99 in all stats, you know? Man, I remember how long that took in in Dark Souls 3, what, it took us like 70-something playthroughs? I mean, most of your stuff comes from, what was his name? I want to say it started with a Y, but like you would kill yourself and then get like 5 free levels or something. Can't do flashing lights? Okay. I guess because I don't have issues with that, probably don't perceive, like I don't recognize a lot of things. Like when I think flashing lights, I think like strobing, but I guess there's a lot of particle effect stuff going on, and that's probably what would be the issue for you. Yol, yeah. Oh, good old Yol. Yeah, I mean, he ends up being like, because the levels start costing so much. So you have to, like, you get to a new game cycle, you get Yol, and then you level up 5 times, and like, maybe through the course of a playthrough, you're getting like 1 or 2 levels. Very high with moderates. Interesting setup. But hopefully the moderates go well for us. I'll try and count, because moderates tend to be better for us. It's probably just due to the lesser amount of break. High wins 6.8. Okay, that might actually be kind of in the range. You're playing golf as well? Get in there, man. Good luck, good luck. Strike it well. Mouse sensitivity on Dark Souls 3 is even higher than Elden Ring. Oh, see, are you doing like, are you playing keyboard and mouse just because, or are you using mouse for, are you doing like speedrun tech that requires like mouse lineup? You play on keyboard, but hold on, have you always played on keyboard and mouse, not? How did I not know you were Deck 2.0? Why did I guess you've just never really talked about it. You know, lay low. I don't want people to know that I play keyboard and mouse. All these years, I had no idea. Because I feel like the people that play keyboard and mouse, like, it's talked about enough. But, yeah, today I learned. Isn't too bad in Elden Ring. You know, I think it's the type of thing, yes, I think it's better for controller, but I think you would get you the same way that you play MMORPGs or anything like that. Like, I've played my fair share of things on keyboard and mouse. Like, you learn to adapt to it. You know, it's... Former roommate plays keyboard and mouse for All Souls, Doctor. Yeah, like I think it just depends on like what you grew up comfortable with, or at least that's my assumption, right? Like I grew up playing like PS2 and stuff. I didn't have a PC to game on, or rather, we had a computer, but like I wasn't gaming on it, you know, or like not really gaming on it besides like light browser games and stuff until 2016 when I built this computer. So can't stay long. Mom's sick. I hope she feels better. And no worries, man. My family comes first. Absolutely. Alright, so we're basically just taking this 3 wood here and trying to... see how far it goes. Probably just skill issue, but you can't free cam run into a backstab on keyboard and mouse, but can do it with the controller. It's pretty easy. I don't know the like button combination and the sequencing and everything to to do that. But yeah, because on controller is, you know, you click sprint and then, you know, whip the stick around and you're good to go. I wouldn't be surprised if this kicks left, but it also felt like it went a little bit right at the start. It's funny, you and your friend for playing a controller, and will you do the same to him? So level 1 Manus keyboard and mouse? Oh my goodness, I remember that, Senor, because you would... I remember you talking about that, because you would take your drive to campus, and then you had, like, sometimes you had gaps between classes and stuff, so you had... As you referred to it, your lappy. Doing your runs in different games and stuff in between. Oh man, that's a throwback. Been a while since I heard about those stories. A little slow. One class 8 to 9, second class from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. That's a horrible gap to like have to be on campus for. I mean, I guess like it allows you to get your work done and also have some free time, but man, is that not so fun. Get your work done, nap, play games. Dark Souls 2 is probably the most cursed for keyboard and mouse because the key binding is restricted to a list they provide. Could be a mod, but you never looked into it. And doesn't... Dark Souls 2, though, has, like, the auto-run button and stuff, too, right? Like, they've got some... That might be the only extra thing. But I know it's not, you know, identical, per se. Oh, it didn't drift enough. Okay, normally I'm not far enough to the left. This time, we were definitely plenty far. Lovely little chip. Try to hide from your cousin. Oh, I forgot about that too. I feel like I'm probably repeating myself, but it's been a few years, so I don't remember. But yeah, I remember. So my senior year of high school, we had like a dual enrollment program because there was a community college across the street from our high school. So I took classes at the community college. Well, my cousin is a couple years older and I think she was embarrassed or something, like knowing that I was also going there. She made every effort to avoid me. Oh. I don't remember that. I'm sure you told me. Your cousin was maybe wishing you guys were from the South. I got it. That's a little fast. Is that gonna hit the slope or did I go too far left? Come down. Okay. We've got a little bit of a ridge here. Really felt like it? Do you hear from them much these days? Join their little anime and video game club. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, always an interesting thing, right? When you've got like the family and stuff that just doesn't know, you know, just a little bit too oblivious for the good of the situation. But it's also like that thing, I think that's just a mom thing. Are you a Lannister or something? They always pay their debts. Oh, I slowed the crap out of that. Oh, but it's gonna carry? But it's like that same thing of like, you would go, cause this has to be like almost every mom out there. You go to the mall or something, right? And like, you see somebody you know, and you know you don't want to say hi, but they're always like, oh, say hi, you had class with them in 3rd grade. Yeah, and that's about the last time I probably talked to them. Like, I don't know what it is. You know, they always recognize like either the person or their mom because, you know, homeroom moms and different things. It's like, I don't need to say hello to them. What am I gonna do? Say hi and then just like keep walking? Like, there's nothing to be talked about. Gonna be low, huh? Nothing since you got your number changed. So I think you hear these days is that their mom, your aunt, just stalks everyone on Facebook since she's doing nothing during the day. Oh man, I remember the days of the Facebook stalking. It's just kind of like everybody was curious about what everybody else was doing. I don't care enough anymore. We had our 10-year Class It reunion recently, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't need to go to that. I think I might actually have to take a club up and punch this sucker. But again, we're kind of in between here. Alright, let's try. This is gonna be a funky shot. But we're gonna try and get this 3-wood punch. 103'd it. Carried 241 though? If I just hit that stock, how far would it have gone? Because that rolled out quite a bit further. That's kind of crazy. Oh wow, that died very short. Alright, back-to-back pars after a very hot start here. Remember going to delete your Facebook and the system deactivating and locking you out of your account until you proved government ID that it was you? So they needed you to prove that it was you to shut down the account? Is that like some sort of precaution to like validate that you weren't deleting somebody else's account? Weird. Because say you had a fake account, right? Like say you were running some sort of spoof account or whatever you want to call it. and you went to delete it, you couldn't because you couldn't validate that you were the person you were faking to be? Ah, slowed it. What a weird thing. Oh, you know what annoyed me? And I still don't think I did it. I went to close my Snapchat account because I used it back in like college like everybody else did, and you know, maybe a little bit beyond that. But then like the people that used it stopped, so I went to shut it down. Well, I remember logging in and I forget if I forgot my password and I reset it, but then it said you had to wait 3 days or something before you could delete the account. Well, surely I forgot about it, and I'm sure I'm not logged into it, and I probably forgot the password. Like, what a freaking hassle. I just want to get rid of the account. I just want to be gone with it. But like, they make it so tough. Oh no, it caught the tree branch. We're going in the bunker, aren't we? No, it's light rough. I did see something. You want to talk about like being difficult to close an account? I mean, not social media, but have you guys seen the stuff with, is it Photoshop? Like Adobe subscriptions? I think there's like, there might be either a lawsuit, like a class action lawsuit, or maybe it's just that there are certain states and stuff that have rights about it, but I think with Photoshop, you have to like contact customer service to unsubscribe. I think I saw something like that, or maybe it used to be that way. I don't know. It's like pretty wild though. It didn't break. But yeah, something along that line, like that there's no one-click option on the, like, that feels like it should be illegal. Yeah, there's also like a cancellation fee. Like, it's the most BS thing. I will continue to not use Photoshop. I will continue to use GIMP. I understand that Photoshop has some real nice features. But I also remember back in the day when it was just like, yeah, just pirate Photoshop. And it was pretty much that anybody that had it, unless you were like a professional, like everybody knew that you didn't have a legal copy of it. They're all the cracked versions and stuff. Ah, man. Hot start. Now we can't sync anything. Yeah, I'm sure there are some nice features and stuff on it, but you can do I mean, GIMP is pretty powerful. I guess it's just like I don't know exactly what I'm missing out on, but you know, I do a fair amount of, you know, all of my thumbnail work and everything is GIMP. So slow. So slow. I do wonder sometimes, you know, if because of how I hit it low, like if hitting it firmer, but like I feel like the firm hits are just gonna end up screwing me in the long run. Trying to stretch this 7-iron a little. Lovely. Arms away, can we find the green? This suddenly becomes a drivable par 4. I mean, unless this has the dumbest kick of all time, we're on there. Beautiful. Foot up the hill. That's hit firm, isn't it? Yeah, it was a little pacey. That was a little pacey. Those long putts, man, I am so bad. It's okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, I'd love to make a putt like that. I just know as soon as I start trying to like intentionally aim for the more, then I hit even harder. So it's like, not great. Man, I am slow on all of these. Yikes. It's still low. Why do I have such a hard... I don't know why, but I have such a hard time envisioning putts. You would like, you would just think for something that I've seen thousands of times, I would have a better idea of how they're gonna break, but I don't. Alright, this feeds to the right. And a lot more in the 101, which is leaving me landing it actually at the pin high. And I think that's the other part for me. I don't always miss them low, and so then I miss one high and I'm just like left wondering, what can I do different? Alright. Hung it out there to the right. Well, you know, they leave you with 2 par 5s right at the very end. I don't don't know exactly how scoreable said par 5s are, but there are 2 of them. Should be a good angle. I don't think it's a good distance, but it's a good angle. This is actually a really good lie. So much so, I think it's too much. Look at that. Even took a little bit off of it, and we're still gonna send it almost pin high. Okay, but honestly, not a bad place to be. Two left. I wanted a little bit less fast than that. Yeah, par 5, par 3, par 5. That was a little fast. There's a little ridge from up here. I don't think it's going to be enough to roll it to the flag at all, but kind of feeds just a touch. It's gonna hang high. Okay. Or not. Well, never mind. 478 yards. Yeah, 478 yards that way. Like, straight to it. But if you play it out here, which you kind of have to, it's still even a hybrid. Unfortunately, this just plays long. It's gonna be like 3-wood, 3-wood. No, 3-wood driver. Front pin. Alright, this is like a worst case scenario. We end up in the bunker. Best case scenario on the green. And we're gonna find the in-between scenario where we're in neither. This is actually not bad. We'll give it breaks though. And that's how you finish your round, ladies and gentlemen. We like that. Like that, little eagle on the last. Cool beans. Your very typical 3-wood D off the D chip in. That is how it is supposed to go, you know, in a very normal world. Alright, let's get into it. I know we've been, like, I know things are kind of on the fast track now. Like, we're playing one warm-up round instead of 2 and hopping into it, but I don't know. I want to have time for college football, and, you know, we're just at that point in the season, so. Playing this a little bit less will be good for, you know, hopefully. I'm really getting my hopes up that we're going to get some sort of announcement on a game, but who knows? Who knows when that's coming? All right, so we've been holding the ship steady here through 2 rounds. Round 3, it is moving day. It's time to try and move on up the leaderboard. If we can gain a couple of strokes here, just a few on the field, we will move up a huge amount on the leaderboard. So let's dive into it. Same tee set as the second round. Moving to pin 3, of course. And winds are very high out of the southwest, and everything moves on down to moderate. So if we can manage the wind, scoring should be there. That's kind of the formula for success. So let's try and take care of the wind. So we are on the lower side here of the very high winds, which is still to say 16 miles an hour. Like, don't get it twisted, still quite a bit. This is moderates, and it's uphill to the back. I'm still probably going to aim a little bit left side, just to be safe. But you might be able to take on the right-hand side, but the wind just kind of starts blowing you towards that bunker in the middle, and I wanted to be careful about it. So gonna be pretty tough from over here because you have to go driver off the deck if you want to have a chance. We've got really good lie here, actually. Now you're talking like mid 270s, upper 280. Okay. So this is gonna cut through quite a bit. We'll take a little off. Just try and get this thing up onto the green. Here we go. All right, baby slowed it, but it's drifting back left. Moderate's gonna land on the green. It's still gonna release, but we're gonna have an eagle putt. I'll absolutely take that. I will absolutely take that. Now you've got quite a bit of break, and it's a little bit downhill, so this is going to be a tougher ask for us. Does this feel right? That's kind of the ultimate question here. Does this feel right? It feels low. And even that feels low. But it's so hard to know, like, you paint a picture in your mind, and then as soon as you hit the ball, very easy for that perception to change. Like, you see where it is a few feet into the break, and you're like, well, I read it low. But we're in there for a birdie, so I can't be too upset about it. Now, this one, I was gonna say about do you try and, like, get it on and rolling, but I think you can actually still go for a fairly close approach shot. Solely, for the reason that you're playing like a 9-iron or something in here, maybe. Because this is going to carry 175, and then you're going to get a few miles, a few yards of wind. Let's get this 9-iron, see if we can stick it close. Baby slowed it, but it's drifting. We're on a great line here. Soft bounce, hit the brakes. Beautiful. Absolutely what you want that to be. We drive it home, and for the first time this week, we take a birdie on 2 to get to 2 under through 2. All right, wind at the back, downhill, downwind. I think if you play this... Play this on like a little bit of a fade here. I know it's gonna seem a little bit dangerous starting it out over the water. Maybe started a little too far left, but trying to get that moderate bounce. Take advantage of moderate fairways, play it with some loft and get it on the ground and rolling. See, now we can pay it off. We've got 122 yards into this. And with it being a downslope, having a wedge in hand here is definitely big for us. This should land a few yards further. I'm gonna try and get a little bit. I slowed it. All right, not a good input. Make it very tough on us to find a score here. All right, we've got the pitch of the green, pushing the ball down and to the right here. Not a bad effort, but I'm disappointed in the approach shot. We give ourselves a wedge. You can't miss by that much. That's a real bad tempo. Is this... It's like 13-mile-an-hour wind. Let's just feel this out here. 307, 310. I think so long as we hit this tempo. The wind is moving in our face though. Like if it stays sideways, you're good. When it comes that much of a headwind, that really changes things. Whoops. I'm just trying to see. I mean, I think you're still... I guess the question is that green? I think that's still the green here, right? Or is that the slope down? That might be... Yeah, straight on. You might just barely be making it here. And this is where I don't know. Full backspin probably sits it, but does it cut the wind at all? That's a shame. If you get this sideways, you can actually make a run at this. I don't really want to sit here and try and wait out the wind. All right, hit it 103. Don't get too far to the left. My wife comes in and she's got the phone. She's like, "Can you mute it?" I'm like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Okay, go." My sister-in-law started singing happy birthday. She's like, yeah, sorry, I forgot. I was like, it's okay, you got the right month. Only a week late. Alright, let's see if we can make this putt. Come on, keep going to the right. Oh, it's gonna go low. Alright, we'll take the bird. We'll take the bird. Obviously, we'd love to get an eagle out on these streets. But chipping away at birdies also is very good for the program, so. We're gonna need a lot of club for this, huh? 176, but then you got a 17-mile-an-hour wind. Put me at like 160. 5 yards past the hole. Maybe a little less. I feel like this is like, do only a baby shape here because otherwise we could be in trouble. It's a good strike. Please be a good read. I'd say that's pretty good. 2 yards deep, but you keep the front edge out of play. I don't really know what this ball is doing at my feet, so that's always a good feeling. And then it banks at the hole. You've got to be kidding me, man. It's got to turn a little bit. I try to play that aggressive, but like I felt like I had to give up the cup, because if I don't give up the cup, in my head, I'm always missing it low then. All right. That hurts. Always hurts to have a real good shot and then not be able to pay it off. I want to talk about a tight windowed shot here. See how we can manage this pitch. Oh, that's way fast. That's short. I overshaped it. Wow. Overshaped it enough that even with the fast, it wasn't able to recover it. Alright, this is gonna kick to the left going up. In my head. It's going right back into the hole, right at the hole. No! Aw, man. Can I just make putts, please? Please and thank you. Can I just make putts? It's really killing the vibe around here. You know, it's not very enjoyable to, hit really, well, that wasn't a good one, but like, it's not a fun combo to be like, oh, well, that was a good shot, we'll see if he can pay it off, and then also, oh, that was a bad shot, there's a pretty low likelihood that he's coming back from this. Like, I want to have a chance if I'm not close to the hole. Living this life of, well, 4 feet. He's outside of that, so we'll see. That's a little fast. That's going left. Because this whole thing banks around, yeah. Okay, because it's slower, it actually stays up. But we were low on that last one, I don't know. Just, can you give a guy a break? Anybody got a set of eyes that they're willing to spare? Yeah, maybe you don't need them anymore. You want to donate them to a cause? Any takers? Anybody? No? Okay, that's fine. I'll just be out here struggling to read putts for the rest of my days. Pitching wedge, 18-mile-an-hour wind. I mean, you gotta hit this. I think if you hit this fairly flush, you're all over the hole. Oh, a little long. Should have played it stock. Would have rolled back just a little bit more. All right, we got a 10-footer. Touch a break at the start. It's less break at the end, so... we take one from 10 feet. That's what you like to see. And then we've got a straight on tailwind here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is bombs away. .102 absolutely piped it. Nearly 375 in the air. 403 total. That's a bomb. It's almost too much now. As stupid as that sounds. Full loft is 90. Can I just pull the stick straight back? Thank you, PlayStation controller. So 93, 95-ish. Let's give it the old... like 102, 103 landing. So 10 yards, 102, 103. So like here. Alright, this is just one of those ones where, in my experience, it has carried a little bit further, so... I'm just gonna be gentle with it. Pushed it a little bit too much. But that's spot on. That is spot on. Okay, so we come out with 6. We come out with 6 on the front. Admittedly, I'd like, 7 was realistic, 8 was, you can hope. We're gonna play this little fade here up against the wind. Full off, full backspin. We're actually a little bit more left than I would have liked to have landed, but because of the fairway firmness and our loft and spin, we're gonna be able to sit it. And then here, I think it sucks because of the amount of rollout you're gonna get. So we have to try and land it up in here with shape, try and use the backstop and hope that it holds this plateau. The other option is to short side yourself here and do a splash. I don't know if that's the play. 206, 191, 89. Alright, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. We struck it. Ah, we're too far left. I didn't play enough loft on it either, so we'll have an uphiller here. Did end up actually biting despite that hill. So now we have to play this up on the bigger slope. It's a pretty good swing plane, it's just not gonna break enough. Alright, so we'll take another birdie on the par 5s, and I believe that is the last one. So now things will get a little bit tougher unless maybe we get any sort of like drivable par 4s. Gonna have to grind it out in the very high winds here. But 7 under through 10 holes in very high is like, I'm gonna take that every time, I think. You know, it's tough to know how it's playing for the field. You have to assume in very high winds that it's always going to be lower scoring, I think. At least that's the assumption that I kind of always live under. 158, but it probably is like 140 or so. With this being uphill and into wind, do you try and punch it? I feel like I know so little about the punch shot that this could be worse. $150. All right, this is for science, because we like science around here. Yeah? 7-iron punch into the wind. Okay, did not play the wind correctly, but that sure as heck was a good effort as far as distance goes. So if we get that a little bit more left, we have like a straightforward uphiller. Unfortunately, this is anything but. No comment. No comment. Front hole location, moderate. I think you just play this. I don't know, this I feel like you're playing to land it short and let it bleed on, which I know I normally don't like to. But I feel in order to get this shot, like I'd have to shape the pitching wedge more. Whereas if I take this gap wedge, that's the strike. That might be going a little bit more on the bounce than I wanted. Thought it was gonna land a little bit softer, but I could see as soon as it was flying that that was not the case. Turn! I got nothing. I really and truly got nothing. Uphill into wind. I think you can still... I guess you have to play a little shape. Somehow I clubbed down to the 3-wood and that worked out. I don't know how that happened. When I was cycling, it must have not reset the right way. Okay. A little bit on the peculiar side, but it works. So if we go 150, so you're trying to take off 21 yards. Should actually might get a little backspin. Come on, keep turning right. Keep turning right and get down. It's not bad. Like, we give ourselves chances. The problem is we just have like one of the worst conversion rates imaginable. Didn't turn at the start, which completely ruins the line. I'm expecting that to turn so hard, and we're just well through it. Ay, ay, ay. 220 or uphill, wind in a little. I mean, it'll run. I think the problem is 5-iron is gonna be a tough ask. So 4-iron. And then this has a little forward and right to it. That's a lovely shot. See, we put that one into our putting. That's in our putting range. That's in our putting range. 5 feet and in, you got it. Yeah, I would have liked for the wind to have stayed more tailing, but I don't think ultimately it's going to affect the hole too much. I mean, now it's rotating inward, so I guess we'll take what we had on the tee shot. 5-foot Slayer, what's going on, Drew? Yeah, man, give me 15, give me 5 feet, not 15. Give me 5, if you give me 15 feet, I can guarantee you I will miss probably 12 of them. Maybe 11 on a good day. Yo, what's going on, Kurtzky? Welcome back. 63, this is close. This 8-iron is close. Alright, we'll hit it fairly stock here. I hit that a little fast. That's gonna take some extra distance. Yeah. That's like one of those shots that if you hit it perfect to baby slow, you're in good shape. That fast goes with the wind, so. Tough scenes. We're trying, Kurt. We're trying, man. Like, we're striking the ball pretty well, but this whole tournament, I just can't putt. It's unfortunately just a zero confidence thing. Oh, we'll get that putt. Get in there, Kurtzky. Alright, baby's slow, but it should have enough. Moderate greens here, kick to the, or moderate fairways, kick to the right, slow down. Alright, so we got a short shot coming in, 61 yards, with a little bit of downhill as well. Now you could flop it and roll it, which I think is a bad idea. Think you gotta... think you gotta play some shape here. Good distance control. A little bit to the left, but that was spot on. Could feel that once it was getting close that we had the distance dialed up. Wind just took over a little bit early, or maybe the lie kept it left. All right, so we get to double digits again. Double digits and very highs, I feel like is gonna do well for us. But we got 2 holes left. Let's try and finish it out. Maybe steal some more scores. A little 9-iron here carries just a little bit further. Just a touch of legs. Lovely strike. I like the line. Be good. Be so good. I mean, you could have been a little bit better, like just a few more rotations, and yeah, we'll celebrate till the cows come home. But you know, I will take that. There's actually a world here where you might be able to drive the green, and I don't know if I live in that world. Do I? 317, 330, 10er at the back. Yeah, it's the type of thing I think you could realistically land it somewhere close, but you're not getting it anywhere close once you're on the green, so just take a hybrid layup. Yeah, just one of those dumb holes where, sure, you could drive it the distance to be around the green, but to actually get it near that flag is not really happening. But now we take a look at this, and we've got a pitch in hand. And a pitch in hand is worth 2 in the bush, I think. I like that. Light. 101 fast takes us a little long. A little bit long, but not a lot in it. Alright, that's a strong finish. We had a 3-par train, but we go 5 birdies straight to finish the round out, and I believe that makes it back-to-back 12 spots. And I would say that the 12 on round 3 here is probably better overall, although I'm seeing scoring quite a bit here on these scores. So ultimately, it's just the putter that's kind of leaving us those few strokes behind. You know, drop a few putts and suddenly we're talking top 10, but you know, here we are. We're fighting. We're doing our best, taking ourselves as far as ball striking will, but we'll see. Maybe the putter will come alive in round 4 tomorrow? I mean, because there's no avoiding this point. This is our tournament as a whole. 94.8% fair, like 95% fairways, 96% greens, 22-foot proximity to the hole, and we are one putting 55% of the time. To make matters worse, 87% on medium and a whopping 16% outside of 10 feet. Like, you just can't. The fact that we are where we are on the leaderboard with these kind of putting stats, I think it speaks volume that we've missed this many putts and we've converted birdies 65% of the time with 0 eagles. We have 34 birdies and I can't putt. Yeah, that round, look at this round. 100, 115. That's phenomenal ball striking. 44% one putts. We one putt on 8 out of 18. Missed a medium, made 2 out of 11 outside of 10 feet. And Kurtzky was the inspiration for one of them. I'm telling you, man, like, this is just my life in a nutshell. This is below average. Like, this is definitely a worse tournament. But yeah, 55% one putt. 61% in the first 2 rounds, 44% that round. 55 overall. But like, the number of times that we've looked at these stats, but like, just to remind everybody, this is career fair, well, not career fair, this is this season, 83% for 28th, 81% greens, 36th. Proximity to hole, 23.5 feet on the season, 29th. Putts per hole, 1.3, 114th. One putt percentage, 64%, 123rd. 99.5% short, 278th. 86.49% medium, 132nd. And 34.9%, 184th. So, or 278, 225, 184. Yeah, so we're just bad on the flat stick. It's nothing new. Actually, medium was slightly up on this tournament, and we're down big time on or about half our normal make rate on the long putts. Just can't get them to go. But the way I look at it is like, if everything else is like it is today, right? And we shoot double digits and we are like absolute dumpster fire at putting, like, we're not taking demos, we're floating mid-pack, and the weeks that we've actually been able to putt, I mean, we've had a couple of top 10s this season, so it's not like when things come together for a tournament, all of a sudden, we're in there competing. I have yet to figure out, like, how to read putts. And so it's like a weird thing then, too, of like, oh, can you give me tips? It's like, I can get you tee to green with phenomenal distance control. Side hill lies, side winds, putting. I don't know, man. I don't freaking know. I got nothing. But yeah, It's whatever. I've belabored the point like God knows how many times, so I apologize for those of you hearing hearing us talk about that for the like 20th time. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're not great at it. We got to figure out a way to get better at it, but you know, that's part of our charm, right? That's what you come to expect here. But that's gonna do it for the TGC for today. We are not done stream though. Don't go anywhere. We are switching right on over here to our college football dynasty. I've been having a blast with it. It's been fun to have 2 games. Let's kill the music here. It's been a lot of fun to have 2 games. I'm also gonna make sure that I move out of the way so that we can see. So we lost our first game yesterday. It was big sad, but you know, we took on #1 Ohio State. It was a home game, but unfortunately the whiteout was not strong enough to conquer Ohio State this time around. So we're sitting at 9-1. We've got a game against Minnesota, who they're 1-9, but it's a trophy game, so I expect them to show up. And then I don't know who we play after that. I think we're 2 weeks removed from Maryland, but we're getting towards the back end of the season here. Let's start with the passing drill, because these are definitely good for us. I don't need to play wide receiver. All right, let's go pass skeleton. This is a good one for us to practice with. Being outmanned here, I think, is good for us to try and see some things. Oh man, he dropped it. Also, I need to get better about pass timings, because there's definitely more meaningful pass timings. Like, that needs to be a bullet. I think bullet just means you hold on to it a little bit longer. And then, from what I understand, if you just tap it, that's going to float it. Like, if I want to try and put this up against X in the corner. Here we go. Like, that's how you would do it. You're covered there. But here, like, that's a bullet pass that I threw. But if you want to, like, float it over the linebackers before the safety, probably want to hold it just a little bit and just kind of float it. Okay, that's supposed to, like, he slowed way down. I'm trying to lead him. So how do you throw... How do you throw the, like, jump ball fade kind of shot? That guy got jammed. This is just experimental right now. I'm just trying to see. Like, that's gonna get picked every time. Easy. Just trying to experiment with things, because I'm trying really hard to, like, learn the game as much as I can from playing the game, and not from... I don't want to just, like, watch videos, you know, of, like, this is how you play college football. Because I want to, like, learn the football of it, not the video game, I guess is the point that I'm getting at. Because if I go too much of a touch pass, yeah, I'm trying to think, like, how do you get it? How do you get it, like, in that right spot over their head? Illegal contact! Flare. Flare. You're well past the 5 yards. These linebackers, man, and I'm not even playing on a hard difficulty. That's like the tough part about it. That's the tough part. Bruh. What was that? What was that outbreaker? Then you're jumped. What I don't understand there is why do the defenders always come back to the ball, but the receivers just freaking stand there like dummies? How do you squeeze? Like, I need to learn how to throw those fades, because right now, whenever I run stuff like this, I'm always beat by the corner. I'm always beat by the corner. I don't know if that's... I think that has to be the pass that I choose. He doesn't get a toe down. Here we go. This isn't NFL, buddy. Just one toe will do. No toe tap. I think I'm late on it. I don't know if I'm also supposed to, like, pump? Maybe some pump fakes would be good on these. No. Freaking nobody bites on the pump. I try and look them off left. Like, try and look you over there. You know what'd be great is if the game, I don't know, actually like gave you useful tips. Like, that's the part that's kind of blown my mind when it comes to like audibles and all of that stuff. It's just like the game almost acts like you should know it fully coming in. And I'm like, I mean, I understand football at enough level to enjoy it. Not enough to be like, oh, well, the linebacker is going to drop back here, and they're keying on this. This is what kind of pass you would throw in this. How is your foot not in bounds? Okay, see, like, that's what we want. Not a bullet, you need to float it. That's gonna be right to the linebackers. Linebackers floating. That's too deep that the safety just sits on it. So am I just late on that? That's what I have yet to... Your read is too good, my guy. He got jammed. I don't so why does my multiplier go up, but then it doesn't actually count as like a catch? Is that because it just didn't want to count the yardage on the play, or what? Get in there, touchdown. Easy. There's nothing about this that is easy, Aller. Okay, so when they're that far downfield, doing that intermediate ball is not good at all. So, okay, I don't understand that. So is it because the pass itself was too short? Like, why am I getting a multiplier increase, but I'm not getting points? Or is that just a bug that I'm getting annoyed with? Because I guess I'm just, like, really not understanding. 29 Philly, 2-9 hot. Oh, he's got speed. Get in there. Set. Ready, go. Cause like, I like this slants route I struggle with every time. I feel like I'm always throwing it right to a linebacker. I got nothing. That's throwing a pick every time, but I'm just trying to like let these things develop and try and see a little bit. Like, do I just have to be like that short of a route? I guess you're drop and go. See, like when he's calling for it like that, I don't think it matters what I throw. And that's always... Okay, there I think that's the right timing, but I think I need to put less touch on it. So let's see here what happens. I still feel like I put too much on that. Ready. Do I have to add the extra loft modifier to it? That's what I don't understand. Because that throws it out. Maybe because I added extra loft. I don't freaking know, man. I'm trying to figure out how to throw these deep balls, and it just ain't it. All right, we're slowing down over the middle of the field. That's always good. 4-2 spot. Ready, go. Jumped. So what? I should see that he's got inside leverage there. Green 25. Doesn't freaking... Nobody bites. Nobody bites. Easy. What's the point of this button? Gonna get picked. Who do I throw to and how? So he's like, he's already backpedaling, so you should never go for that. But if he plays a little bit more press... Like, cause he's backpedaling here too, so you're never getting that. I'm just like, I'm trying to situationally here see. He's backpedaling, so we're immediately off of him. But then the backer's gonna get there, so you have to get that out earlier and float it a little, I guess. But then you drop it. I feel like You're supposed to freaking break outside, my guy. Your route. So if you throw it too early, then they just forget the route that they're running? How tall are the linebackers? Who? What pass? What pass am I supposed to make? I can throw bullet passes underneath all day, but I don't want to throw bullet passes underneath all day. I want to take a big shot every once in a while. Let's go. Okay, boys. Come on, set. High. We can't be running this coverage sack thing where you guys run curls and then say, that was good. Here we go. Oh, that's not even the end zone? Just drag across the middle. There's no way that that can be it. Yeah, we're gonna get sacked. This is like a terrible spot. Lasso. I don't know how to hit. Down. Ready. It is freaking good luck throwing the ball from the 1 yard line. So that's picked. Yep. Igloo. That's why I run the ball from that close. That is absolutely why I run the ball from that close. 7:21. Come on, we gotta at least get let's do like full runs here and let's get ourselves the bronze.
Green 25.
Before we do the plays for reals. I gotta score from here because jumped route. Yeah, like nobody runs back to the ball. I think that's what's pissing me off is like in real life you're making a play on the ball, and if you're not, you're in middle school.
Cricket. Ready, go.
Don't get me wrong, I understand that we're outmanned here, but it's so
Hound 55 weak.
just feels like I'm taking the check down every time, like there. I don't understand with that pass. Like, why is the receiver always still facing the sideline? Like, they're never where they need to be. I don't know, now it's... I think it's just the frustration of, like, thinking you understand what you're supposed to do and having no results. Alright, no resets. No resets, go for the bronze. Short route. The problem here is the leverage on circle. Like, I know full stop that circle's never making that there. Great.
Let's go.
No end zone awareness. Now we're gonna run this on the back line. Wow, we actually thread the needle on that. What a world that we live in. Picked. Because why wouldn't it be? Of course, they've got the underneath. That's right into the linebacker. Gotta jump the route. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where to throw the football. Except for there. And then he's gonna go out of bounds. And they're just gonna give me a multiplier for reasons unbeknownst to me. Is it out of, like, is he behind the line so instead of giving negative points? Out of reach.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
It's too late. Like, I see a lot of these things too late. A little wheel route, floater. Oh, he got the ball. I thought he got it swatted away because that's just kind of how this has been going. I had zero trust there. Okay. Where are my points? Are you telling me that that's not a catch? Or, like, what are you trying to communicate to me, game? Because I got nothing. I do not understand. Do I need to read the rules again? Complete passes within the time limit and score as many touchdowns as possible. You will be awarded bonuses for longer passes. Completed passes will increase your score multiplier. Incomplete passes will reset it. Well, I thought that that was a decently long pass, so I should get some points for it. Double teamed. We're past the line of scrimmage. See, because I get 21 points for that little dink. Oh, stole it from you. I get 9. I get 9 for that. Alright, Saunders with the choice route. Although I feel like both choices are crap. You're just going to step out of bounds. Because reasons. There's got to be a better way to do that. Because, like, that gave points. But I just feel like we're running this drag over the middle over and over and over again. That's not scoring touchdowns. That's just taking what the defense is given to us.
Green 25. And hot. Easy.
They're always right there. They're always right there.
Set. Ready. Hot.
Jumped route? No.
Cricket. Ready, go.
Don't just post up there.
Pound 55 weak. Hot.
My goodness.
Easy. Ready.
And like, honestly, I think on that one, you probably don't want the catch and run. I need the secure catch. That's not a...
Slab. Reset.
The game just doesn't want me to pass the ball. That's what I've realized. That's all I can conclude from this little adventure. Don't pass the ball. Okay, we're gonna look at the controls. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Ball in air. Aggressive catch. Possession catch. Run after catch. I mean, there's not really anything else I can do. Hey, there's... What is freeform placement look like? Because there's no way that me hold... That's just dumb luck.
Go.
There ain't no way that me hitting that button and then pressing nothing but the receiver's button did anything there.
Let's go.
I'm so confused.
Jackrabbit.
Also, I know it prompts you with run after the catch, but I need to probably
Spider.
not go with run after the catch more often than not. Secure catch or aggressive catch? Probably aggressive catch.
Come on.
Assuming I can get the ball, like, to the receiver. That's a very, very important piece of this.
Hot.
Hey, we got some bronze medal. I mean, we gotta keep it that way, but... Ah, crap.
42 Spider.
I tried to hurdle. He didn't dive at me though.
Cricket.
Bro, these linebackers. These linebackers are so good.
Set. Reset.
And I can only imagine what these linebackers are like on the next difficulty. All right, I mean, we're gonna play, because I could sit here and get annoyed with. Okay, can you stop trying to sell me stuff? I don't want it. I don't want it. All right, we got the Minnesota game. I know how to run the ball. Throwing the ball, not as much. Not as much. Let's see what our recruiting looks like. Got 570 hours, but I don't know if there's much else that we can do. All right, so Grunkemeyer, still risk of transferring. We're an F in passing yards per game. I guess it's because of field general. Yeah, championship contender, program tradition, brand exposure, stadium atmosphere. Like, we're good in a lot of things. Not as good academically, that checks out. Alright, and we're sitting in like the mid-teens for recruiting class. Yeah, 14. Okay, so let's see here. We need the ones that are, I guess, just team needs. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just at the point where everybody's pretty well maxed out. I don't think there's anybody else to try and bring in. I think we're just kind of waiting things out here. We don't have a visit on this guy, but the hope is we just have enough influence on him. We just need a left outside linebacker. So yeah, a lot of hours, but not a lot to do. So the only other thing would be to like look at the top prospects that are left. Are there, how to, not target, but like top prospects that are not in committed? Got a very undecided center, tight end, wide receiver, athlete. I guess you could theoretically Carter's a junior. Could get another senior in. Or another freshman in there. How's our center look? I feel like our center was... Yeah, we've got a 78 starter, but we got a 76 freshman. So, like, that guy's gonna graduate. Top prospects that are open. I don't know what position this guy is for. Possession? Is that a... I don't actually know. Could do with wide receivers, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe defensive tackle? I'm just kinda... This is like just to scout. This is just scouting. Dude's going to Notre Dame. Alright, let's see if there are any guys that, like, are maybe, like, 5 stars in hiding. Because if they are, then, yeah, maybe we try and pursue them. We just have so many hours, it's like, you may as well. Ooh, okay, defensive tackle wasn't on our radar, but maybe should be. Because we're at a B overall, 75, 79, 87. Like, we have people, but we've got a 77 graduating, an 80 graduating. We're going to have a 79 that'll slot in nice, and a freshman that'll slot in as well. So we should definitely try and get this guy on. Throw him a scholarship. And we're gonna throw as much at him as we possibly can. And then left end. Got 2 3-stars that we've recruited. Because this guy's essentially a 4-star. He should be good, so I don't know. I don't know if we actually need to on the other left end. I mean, I give you guys to try and rotate out. Got an 86 still. 79's graduating, 74's graduating, 71 and 70 will be kind of on pace together. Right outside linebacker, free safety. Well, that's gonna get a lot stronger with that guy coming in. Same with this guy. Corners are graduating. Miller and Harris will be a pretty solid pair, and then we've got at least 1 4-star coming in. Could still go on wide receiver and center. I mean, it's like... This is just like throwing some Hail Mary stuff out there, honestly. Center. Wide receiver and what did it say? Free safety? I mean, these are guys that are like outside of our normal scope, but we may as well. Don't want to bring... I don't need to bring in, like, too many of these guys, but it's like... Okay, so this guy is just a regular 4-star. I wish you could click on these and see what they meant. Alright, we'll keep that guy in mind. Scout these centers, because if there's like a 5-star lurking in here... Yeah, what's up, Wade? What up, dog? Oh, and you are most definitely, like, in pipeline. Yeah, that's like a very late steal. So 3-star gem and a 4-star. So we're gonna basically look and only recruit if there's a 4-star gem here. This guy's a bust. All right. So we're good on free safety then, I think. Cornerback. This dude was huge. 4-star gem sitting out there. Right end could use an upgrade. I guess it doesn't need that much of an upgrade, but I think it's just being a little bit weighted by Carter there. But like once Carter graduates, that's Like, once Abdul's out of there, that drops off pretty significantly. Three-star gem. Yeah, we'll just try and use some hours up here. You know, we're late to the party, that's fine. Defensive tackle. Outside linebacker, that's gonna get stronger. Left out or middle linebacker. That should get better with our incoming class. 80's graduating, 77's graduating. You'll be good, you'll be good. Then you're gonna graduate. He'll be solid. We just want to stack this behind. So let's look for one more defensive tackle. Let's go top prospects. Defensive tackles that are not committed yet. Especially looking at these, like, some of these 4-star guys. Alright, this boy's a gem. So we're gonna throw him a scholarship. Try and sneak. I mean, this is like it's a tough thing because we're now trying to like sneak in late, but maybe a scholarship offer can do a little bit of persuasion. All right, let's get after it. Minnesota Golden Gophers on the road. Is this the land grant trophy? Or is that against Michigan State?
At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And
Governor's
today in
Victory Bell. Land grant
the
must
Golden
be
Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter.
Michigan
And while
State.
today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. As we'll see
Senior
the
Day.
number 3
Oh,
team
I
in
hate
the
to
country,
come in
the
here
Penn
and
State Nittany
try and
Lions.
spoil that.
Taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's
One in.
The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no
Rejuvenated
chance
after a bye week.
They'll start
They're
this
only
drive
one
at
in
12:25. So the Minnesota
1-9.
Golden Gophers offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you gotta come out under control.
All right, come on, boys.
It means so
I'm gonna
much.
try a new strategy. I'm gonna try and take the.
It's just football.
I'm gonna try and take the defensive end that is opposite of Abdul Carter. Because Abdul Carter is at least our, like, superstar guy. So I'm gonna try and line up opposite of him and let him try and take over, because I feel like that's probably more effective than me playing as the stud.
And this is the business we live in.
All right, we got off our block.
You paid a lot of money to do a job, and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading
All right,
into
I'm trying to clog holes here a little bit.
Change is inevitable here.
They'll run for
Oh
it on
no!
3rd and short. And they'll
I didn't stay home. I overcommitted there. That was the right call, I think.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down.
All right,
distance,
actually,
opening
I
drive
like
of the
the
game.
thought
Let those
of
guys
this.
fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first.
They're actually
you're
probably
around
gonna run.
midfield,
I should.
and all things
If
looking
I knew
pretty
what I
good
was
here
doing,
for
I
this
would
offense.
commit to the run here
from the gun. Running back gets the
instead of having guys drop back out of that. But I don't really know how you.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew
How you
coming
do
into this
it?
one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football for them. to
Yeah,
have
I like
any
making
shot,
it. I
they're
like
gonna
this
have
thought
to
of
do
making
a
it look
lot
like we're
better
gonna
running the
blitz
ball.
and then having the linebackers drop back into coverage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they
Big
cut
sack.
it off the heat, and he
Absolutely
goes down with the
massive.
sack.
3rd and
You know,
26.
the entire concept of the
See
play
ya.
action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They
Come on,
knew
boys.
it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Trying to get to it. And he feels
Fourth-
the heat coming
fourth
in.
and
Burns
40.
him up. Another sack.
Oh man,
Man, you talk
this
all
dude is
week
holding
about
on to the
setting
ball way
tone,
too long.
Quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game.
I thought about maybe trying to get it for. We don't have him
And
pinned
Gophers
back
send
far
out the
enough.
punt unit. This will be their
But this
first
should
punt of
be
the
good
afternoon.
field position.
He gets a block.
Just hold on to it.
Return's gonna get it up around midfield.
Just hold on to
He'll be
it.
Down at the 49-yard line.
I'm trying to not bob and weave as much. I want to go a little bit straighter.
Big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive.
All right, we are just on our side of the ball here.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to be, and you think you can make the right decisions.
Let's just get in here, try and run the ball.
Quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful.
Keep those legs turning,
when
Nick.
that guy's around.
Keep those legs
Solid
turning.
Pick up there before the defense knocks him down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about
right,
it.
let's
This is
try-
a hostile environment.
Got one-on-one on the outside here on the right. Might be able to hit the curl. Now we're gonna hit. Okay.
And the hardest thing to do in college football.
Tried to flare that out. 3rd and 1.
Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Let's get it on the ground here.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third
Try and
down.
go power. Get the first down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first.
Okay, hole open, and there were defenders on the other side.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem.
All right,
all
I want to run the
season
stretch
long,
play
but
towards
what
the
way
wide
they're
side of the
executing
field
at
here.
this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll ride the hot
Ah.
hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So first down didn't exactly.
Okay,
go
and they're
according
gonna
to
see
plan.
passes
Let's see what they can dial up on
coming
second
here,
down.
right?
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shot.
Try and flood this right-hand side.
We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
On the move, it's Aller. He makes the connection. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I will say it's a little bit concerning when suddenly it goes like suddenly the symbols go away. Like you actually have to remember who is who.
This game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened.
I wanna
last time
see
these two teams played. So
this
expect
play action
everybody
slide
to
here,
stay
if he
engaged and
actually-
make it right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout.
Nice catch.
And
Good,
he's
good, good,
knocked
good,
down,
good.
But not before moving moving the chains.
All right, now we can get it back
Coming into
on
this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon.
back on the
and there's
ground
no
here, I
mystery where your
think.
quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this
Can
game.
try the counter play.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field.
We've got numbers on that side as well.
They'll try the counter. Fights through the pile and picks up
It
a
just
couple
feels
down
like
to the 16.
the blockers are never ahead.
In the middle. They're not always the best pass rushers, but they are.
I think that's kind of the thing for me.
They put their
I-
hands on you. You feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage.
I'm gonna try and pump left and go to Wallace on the right.
Usually, they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I got a little bit trigger happy there. I pumped it early and then just immediately turned and threw it. It worked, but he was supposed to be digging back. I hit him at the top of the route there, but I guess that was good because the defender was still going towards the back.
It's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So
And he's
we'll
got
take
the
it.
extra
Concept
point, and
works
it's
out. We get a touchdown.
this one. That last drive covered
That's good.
52
Get
yards
up
on
on the
their way to
road.
score.
8-play
They
drive
close the field with a
converted into a
16-yard throw for
touchdown.
the touchdown. And they desperately wanted
All right, so we were able to force them back into a 4th and 40, which I think just kind of goes to show
they go to the ground. Picks up a
Okay, I did try and like do a key that I'm trying to figure out the buttons. Trying to get the key to go run up the middle. I think once we get better at that, we'll be in pretty good shape.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Man, I tell you what, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna give a complaint here.
He was loose.
When they go zone read, the computer automatically is like sucking my guy in, whereas that's not where I want to be. Is there a way to turn that off? Is that like a setting? Like, let me manually handle RPO stuff? Because that's like really starting to bother me. Gameplay helpers. Auto move into position. Steered toward the ball carrier when attempting to... We're going to turn that off. Maybe there are some settings here to learn. I'm gonna take that off. We'll see how it goes, but I'm getting real annoyed by...
He gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When
By
they
my
run this
player
kind of offense
getting-
and they do the replays, somebody has
getting
to
pulled
account
off.
for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The give to the tailback.
Getting real annoyed. You go into these... And it just like, I can see that it's RPO, and it's like, it's just sucking...
If you can have that kind of success on first
Sucking
down
my-
running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
My guy in. Like, I hate it.
Pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Okay, I think they're gonna run. I don't know the adjustment, though.
They'll leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows.
All right, so if
As
you
the
go
game goes
triangle,
on, these
that's
small
coverage
gains are gonna turn into
adjustments.
longer runs.
Gotta just mess with the
On 3rd and
buttons.
short, the run and looking for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose.
Like, do I have to hit the pre-play and then adjustments, and then that brings up the menu for...
And that play shows you really what this defense
Yeah,
is
if I wanna
about. It's a
cover for
difficult
run or
one to
whatever.
attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They
Alright,
come at you from
take the
all
touchback.
angles, so I'm interested to
That's
watch
good.
how they
We're
mix
not
up the play
running
call.
counter.
Keep the defense off balance because they are a good one.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah,
well, there's a
mixing
hole.
and matching play calling
There's a hole.
really
Go,
well.
Nick.
Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do
I like
here
that.
in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Okay, we're gonna run this stick route.
We've
Or
come
not.
to the end of the
Apparently it's the
quarter,
end of the
and
first
Penn State
quarter.
on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
I think I also need to make it so that we when we run the clock down, I think we run it to like 15 or 20 seconds just to give us some time. Oh, that's not the right button. Also not the right button. All right, we're gonna play this. I wanted to send the guy in motion. He's freaking... That was so weird. Our guy just kind of stayed and blocked, which maybe is the audible that I accidentally called.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's second and medium.
Can we get Wallace on a burner here?
Off play action. They're bringing heat.
I tried to throw it away, but I just couldn't.
To extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
All right, they are heavy on that left-hand side. If Fleming gets leverage here...
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out.
Go, Fleming, go!
Inside the 20.
You got leverage!
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, when we motioned then too, like they were already stacked, right?
And they can hurt you
As soon as he
in so many
motioned
different
and
ways,
that
and they do it so quick,
safety
so
or linebacker,
explosive.
whoever
They can put
bit up
small
there.
drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year. and that's
Fleming's
why they're
finding
top
the
dog.
hole in between the two,
Lining up to tackle.
in between the two safeties. I mean, look at this. So they motion it up. Look how stacked that is. Short right. How do I'm trying to get to the quarter. I want to follow the play, but apparently... There we go. So you've got that stacked super right here. Fleming makes the break. You've got two guys going to the right here with the tight end. And I mean, at this point, it's just clear. I mean, now he's running, he's got to turn up field, and that safety's pretty quick, but like... That is exactly how you draw it up.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
4 plays, 80 yards. Easy money.
All right, guys, a little update on what else
Easy
is happening
money.
in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless.
boot.
They
They'll
just
probably bring
haven't
this
been
out
able
from
to
here.
Separate themselves yet today. They're
Whoops.
up by a field goal over FIU.
Whoops.
We'll circle back if
Just a
anything
little bit of
changes.
overcommit. My bad, my bad.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field.
All right, let's try and run a blitz here on first.
Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, this is still season 1 map.
Out and get off the field, get them some more possessions.
We're pretty deep into it though. We're 9-1.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out.
So there aren't too many games left
To them, to the other offense.
in the regular season. Then you obviously get into the bowl game.
From the gun, the ground game. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to get
Ooh, get in there, Abdul.
He'll get him down for the sack.
And that's exactly my reasoning for playing opposite him. I think on offense, play as the star players. I think on defense, play as the guy who's weaker, because you can kind of elevate them and let the star player,
on the game so far.
you know, be better and
He'll be content with the field position, making the
take over games a little bit.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Bye week for the playoffs? I guess we are number 3. I guess in my head I'm so used to like normal
defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer,
normal Big Ten football where you lose to Ohio State and that's your season, you just go to a regular bowl game. But I guess in this we technically are on pace
and it's runs like
for
that, it just shows you a little bit of
for the college football playoffs.
It's the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
All right, let's take a little bit of a shot.
Because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and
gonna split it.
Going deep. And they won
If he takes that a little bit more left, like I feel like he took that a little straight, or I threw it a little earlier. I thought we were gonna lead it. I thought we were gonna lead it out there.
Put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they
All right, underneath route on the slot. Wallace should drag him inside, and we should get a one-on-one. Oh, he bit up. Wow. He floated back. I really thought that was gonna go differently. Of course. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah.
The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because.
So I hit it really short because, like, partway through, I was like, I should have put backspin on it. I mean, pinned him inside the 20 technically, but not exactly what we were trying to do.
Possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow. It's not the
defensive
ideal start,
keys.
but it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers.
Okay, so let's see here. So you do right? Is it just? Okay, so it's just R1.
He's got it again.
R1 defensive keys.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus.
Yeah, this is like the just trying to understand.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Afterburner's coming. And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after a terrific run. Big play in the running game for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he's so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Fires into the end zone.
Pick!
Oh, picked off.
Woo!
Trying to take it back.
Okay.
And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you get
Pick is big.
You can see as a defense, you get into your drops.
Pick is
really
very,
quickly,
very
and
big.
Get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to.
All right, I
read
mean,
his
they
eyes,
haven't been.
break on the football. It's such
They
a
haven't
tight
been
windows
running
to throw.
any.
Great job by the defender breaking
Any
the ball,
man
breaking the
coverage.
interception.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
Oh, the little cut.
He has the first and still on his feet.
I am speed.
5 on his way.
I am speed.
Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown.
He's just so good.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points.
He's
per game
just
because
so
they've got
good,
a lot of
Deuce.
Speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to
The big thing there was I felt like I was patient enough. So this is the hole we're looking at, right? And I'm like, all right, number 6, he's the guy that needs to get covered. I'm running at him. We take the little cut back left. 71 lays into him. And I mean, from here, it's just a foot race. Because I took the angle to the sideline. And then once I was at top speed, I knew I could turn it up the field.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
But like what I want to do, like ideal situation would be if we could,
the kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
you know, if we could take this, let's say take this team to the national championship, right?
Heat. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota.
What? What? Why was the one grunt suddenly so much louder and clearer? Like they're whacking, like the guys are ping-ponging off of each other.
Go for offenses headed
Why?
to the field.
Why did it have to be like that?
Anything going, and they better get started, or it's going to get away.
I wasn't
from them.
prepared.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset.
All right,
the
I wanted to
console,
play the
start
end, but I guess we're gonna
over,
play
and
the
make something better
the
happen.
tackle here.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy.
All right, good pursuit angle.
Playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They've been completely
All right,
lethargic
what
in
if
this first
we
half,
let's
but
look like we're
finally
gonna
some signs of life.
bring some
Yeah,
pressure
we've
and
seen
then
it,
we'll
Reese, throughout
we'll
time,
drop a
throughout
guy
college
back.
football history, you get that one big play, momentum start.
All right, let's relive it. Right,
It's 5.
let's relive it. Of course, it also involves me laughing like a buffoon, but that's besides the point. We're here to enjoy, right? Right.
It's 5. Bring the heat. Not a lot of heat. Not a lot of heat. Bring the heat. Not a lot of space. Bring the heat.
Why is it like just why is it so much more? There's like how many more hits before, right?
It's 5. Bring the heat.
Like it just something there just isn't right. Something there just isn't right. There's multiple like 3, 4 bits of contact or something before that, and like just out of nowhere.
I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed.
All right, we're running cover 1 hole. We're gonna look like we're bringing it.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Drop one of the guys back.
Through the air. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
That's what I'm talking about.
What a
Get the
great
sack.
job by this defense, setting the
Abdul
tone early. In the first half, they
freaking
did
Carter,
the
man.
quarterback early and
Abdul
often. Make him feel
freaking
uncomfortable. Make him
Carter.
feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
All right, we're gonna
That's
go
why
cover
he's
3
going
match.
back.
I like this look.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming. And
I like
just
this look of
getting
like
after
bringing
the
heat,
passer.
but actually,
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams.
can you maybe just like change to the right guy? I think that's also one thing that bothers me.
Rolling with a
It's like picking the the furthest closest guy, and it's like, well, that guy's already overshot the route, so I don't really want
Gonna find me. He's looking for that space
to
at the
play as
same
that guy.
time.
Like,
Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and
we're
10.
getting double teamed.
That's caught. It's Taylor. And that defense is
You know you're doing things right when they're starting to double team
Patience
you.
by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
looking to pass. It's Brosmer.
He dropped it.
It's going to be incomplete.
That's big.
Contact on the play, but no.
All right, we're going cover
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing
Cover
to your
two
running
man
backs
here.
because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They want to just keep throwing it.
Picked.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on
Take another interception.
great return to give the
Now, I don't know how much I'm actually doing on those. I like to believe that I'm doing something, but I feel like the game is just kind of taking over
He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
for me.
The give to the lone running back.
Keep the legs turning, Nick.
Pick up there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense
Alright.
came into the game knowing they wanted
We've got time.
They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running down.
Hopefully Clifford pulls. We've either got Fleming or we've got the guy over the middle.
Coming after him.
We've got Fleming
Open downfield. He's
down to the
still
one.
Just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Hey, the defense knew
Love
coming
to see
into
it.
this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Okay, so they're pinching here. This is the time to learn audibles, I guess. I mean, I think that was our play anyway, to be honest. But we just need to float it a little bit more to the right. Because it's a zone play, so... Oh, they're crashing down to the right. All right. I mean, if you're going to leave me a hole
Touchdown, Penn State.
that large between the center and the guard, like, I will gladly walk into the end
He's been
zone.
productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play.
I mean, so basically they just went with the pinch and crash to the right there. Kind of baiting me, right? Like, I'm thinking, okay, it's open to the right-hand side. This is where I want to go.
Still, this guy's been able to
I think ultimately that's what they're trying to get me to think. It just didn't work.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage.
Just kind of ran into him.
Down the return man.
All right, I'm gonna run cover 3 here.
Back onto the field.
I'm gonna run cover 3. We're just gonna try and keep things in front of us.
You roll the dice here late in the half, Dave.
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get.
Apparently they were trying to fake us out.
Can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
I thought before the half they were maybe gonna try and take a...
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Across
Whoa,
the
whoa,
25,
whoa, whoa,
he's
whoa.
got room. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means
I think that's the
it's time to
toughest,
join Kevin
not the
in our halftime update.
It's a bit of an exaggeration, the toughest part. But, like, I think a very tough thing for me is the transition, like player transition. Because I have in my head who I think is getting changed to, and sometimes that's not actually the case.
And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone?
It's fun because Singleton and Carter are both in the Heisman race.
With that, let's throw it back to the
Dudes
guys
are
to see how this
absolutely
rivalry
dominating.
matchup plays out.
They've been player of the week how many times each? That was the one Fleming actually scored on. The other one, he was so close. Also, is there something to skip this cinematic at halftime? Like, it's cool for the immersion, but I don't always want to watch it. Options. It's not accessibility. Because these are helpers, these are all gameplay related things. Oh, you can actually change the button layout. Interesting. Turn the feedback off. I'll leave it for now.
Menu narration option is set to off.
How many times can you put accessibility in and volume control? Like, it's so weird to see the settings in, like, multiple places. And then if I go to accessibility here, is that just a shortcut to the accessibility? Yeah,
Entering
okay.
accessibility screen, you have 21 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Okay. So the abilities menu is actually just to see what all the abilities are. I should probably, like, dive into this and understand what some of them are, because maybe then you would use certain players in particular ways. Anywho, it's fine.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half.
All right, up 28-0, and we get the ball to start this half.
Back from inside his 5. Really
didn't get out to the 20,
but
it's close.
All
right, I mean, I think we just kind of pick up where we left off, you know?
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Run the ball hard. They're running single high safety here.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep
But, like,
piling on
if
until
you're
you
just going to
find
get
ways.
5 yards...
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just
Yeah, I'm
kinda
gonna
give this
take
guy
5
an
yards.
inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
All right, we're going to have single safety here.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown!
It's actually not, you know, compared to the drills we were running earlier, you get separation. You can just take one to the house. You don't have to worry about them always being there, or always being someone over the top.
Games, you just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. But these
Yeah, so
guys
we're in
need
an
to take
interesting
ownership.
situation
In
of,
this type of game, they have got to step up and start
I
making
don't
plays.
know if it's just the opponents that we've played, or if we're getting better at calling things and different stuff. But I feel like we're kind of in a situation.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Jeez. I feel like we're kind of in a situation here with
I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the
with the
run. We
difficulty
talked about
setting. Like,
statistically
we're playing on
how they've
varsity.
struggled this
Varsity's
season. They have
been
put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with it.
Varsity's been pretty good for the most part, but like Ohio State was a really tough game still. So like I don't know, should it be tougher across the board? You know, should we be playing
something together here in the second half?
Should we be playing something a little bit more challenging and having a harder season?
3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
You know, do we stick with this? I guess it's gonna depend on. Oh, how did I miss it?
He's got an open man. And he's
Keep him short, but I should have been able to lay into him there.
denying him the first
So I don't know. Maybe we just have to see like how the postseason stuff goes. We play better teams.
Fourth time tonight,
Because if we play
we've
good
seen this
teams
guy
and we just
come on
lose
the
every
punt.
time, then maybe it's
He'll punt and look for room.
one of those things that we just stick with it. But if we dominate there, then it might be like, okay, it's time to turn things up a little bit. They look like they could be keying run here. Alright, I'm gonna hit slants. I think we're gonna get Wallace here. A quick little.
Looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window.
Can we go back to run
between the
now?
zones, and then delivered the ball
Eh.
on time.
I mean, they're
It'll be
kind
a
of
first
spread.
down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the running back.
It's just so
2nd and
nice to know
6.
you can start
Also,
off
up 35-0. We should probably just go to 2 clock. Like we're fine to try and end this thing. Don't let him score once.
Pick up a 4 on
Pitch a
first down
shutout.
and 2nd and 6. gives it to the back on the draw.
That would be nice, senor. That would be nice. All right, let's maybe go something on the play action. There's this is a little bit congested, but
A third down.
she over the back.
The play action fake. Pressure coming.
How did just throw the ball away? I don't understand why I can never seem to throw the ball away.
Scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Whatever.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an
I don't know. Play action is nice sometimes.
They'll try the left side.
How you shed the tackle? How are you shedding all the tackles? Does anybody know how to tackle? And now my guy is injured? Ay, caramba.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Come on, boys.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
Just wrap him up. Like, I'm spamming the wrap up button.
After picking up 1.
Yeah, I don't know what else. Don't know what else I can do.
And now
Really?
2nd down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is.
Yeah, we're still sitting 3rd. Yeah, it looks like there are a lot of losses around the league. There's not, like, outside of Ohio State and Michigan, there's not a lot that are... Not a lot that are really in, like, the dominant. Okay, 4th quarter, our stars are out.
Looking to throw, it's Brosmer.
Oh, they're running the screen.
Strikes the
Nobody
ball.
knows how to tackle. It's
They
fine.
make the stop, but not before the screen has hit a
All right,
rope.
maybe we
Down and
don't
much
go.
Really good execution by this offense.
This
And
was
the
a
Golden
mistake,
Gophers
but
come to
it
the
is what
line
it
with a new
is.
set of downs. He wants to throw.
Dropped the lineman into.
Got a man. It's Spencer. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. He threw that one with some.
And there were so many things wrong with that play.
Need a lot of space to get it in there.
Dropping the defensive tackle into coverage, obviously the
He'll
first
come out
thing.
throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle.
Second thing there was hitting the dive button and just watching my guy go flying.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. Looking to throw it again. Grab near the stick.
I don't know about not letting them score, senor.
He's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that
Obviously-
wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line.
Obviously, we're gonna try.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch. Get it
All right,
to him so he can
lineman
make a
is
little bit of
injured
yards
for
after the
them.
catch, and
Unfortunately, that
eventually
means a
little
timeout
gain,
comes
he's
with
gonna
it.
Bust one of those with his athletic ability.
There's not.
Okay, ready?
The Golden Gophers are in the
Don't
red
get a
zone.
guy up the middle on these.
Clear.
Which also means that they run up the middle. Dropped it.
Gonna fall to the
All right,
ground,
3rd and 2.
incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the
All right,
explosive plays.
I'll
to
run
move
some
the
cover
ball.
2 man.
You
We're
gotta
in the
wonder
red
at this
zone.
point, is it too little too late?
Probably Kira. Oh, good
It's complete.
play.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this is a game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense
We were so close. I mean, look at this man. He's ready to throw a punch in his face. Yeah. Just out in time.
But I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up for the PGA
It's okay,
Tour.
senor. It's only a touchdown.
Point on the board, but they're still down.
We still are plenty clear of them, so.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 6.
Because of them, you got into a car accident? Because of the university as a whole?
And everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here for the offense.
Alright, I mean, they probably see run coming.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They got Prabula in.
They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
Try and run the little wheel route out to the left here.
Loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Caught behind the line. It's Allen.
Okay.
And they pick up just a few on
This
that
is gonna
play.
take us to the 2-minute
They
warning.
grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch.
Why don't we have like a good running back screen, huh?
Something where he can make
Why do we only have...
pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it?
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
I don't want RPO. I don't want RPO. We're just gonna run wide receiver screen here.
Line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Let's flip the play. I want space. I want space here.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there.
Finally went to one of their games, Dad, Brother, and you. Left early to beat traffic, but there was still traffic anyways, and some guy rear-ended you guys and totaled your brother's van? Jeez.
And the Nittany Lions will
Didn't realize we were going to blame the... Blame the school for a perfect punt.
Waves the arm for the fair catch.
We'll take it.
And the catch is made close to the 30-yard line.
All right, let's redeem ourselves for Senor, okay? Let's redeem ourselves for Senor. No more points.
Finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids.
If you never went to that game, you would have been in one accident in your life. So I guess I have technically been in 2 accidents. One of them wasn't really in an accident. One of them was my car was parked in a cul-de-sac by the like water.
And he is finding
that'll work. Thank you. One of them was, I was parked at my friend's house. Cul-de-sac, there was like the little water treatment facility or whatever for that development back there. And the utility vehicle backed into my car out in the street. The other one was a dude claimed that I hit the gas. That's going to be short and returnable. Claimed that the light had turned green or something, and that, or like that I had let off the gas, and so he started to go and hit me. but it did such minimal damage, and my car was like 15 plus years old, and his front end was like popped out and stuff, and I was like, this is not worth it. Probably should have reported it, but
nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game
yeah, it just
film,
was like an
but
interesting
they may want to skip this
situation,
I mean,
because that was the
they
first one that
they
had
just
really
need to
ever,
turn
that
the
was the
page
first
get
and
ready
only
for the next
time
opponent and forget this
it's
damn
been
round.
like a hit while I'm in the car.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play
So
action.
they're probably
fake.
trying to
Well,
go
it's because I
quick,
can't
so
win, Reese.
I
I
don't know
have
that
to
this
play the
blitz is
run.
actually
You know,
going to
all these
be
RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and
Gonna
play
be
run.
worth it.
And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. He knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big.
So with them trying to go quick, we'll go cover 2 man, I think, pretty well the whole way
Picked
out.
up some yardage with that completion. Now second down.
Pound 55 weak.
Back to pass. It's Brosmer. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'm trying, senor. I'm trying to not let
I
him.
got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that
Trying to
down
not
there.
let him
Work in
score.
the middle of the field. He knew
But
he
we've got
needed
our
to
second
rocket,
stringers
threw it
in,
there.
so
Great job, great catch.
that's kind of the big thing here.
Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shoved
You
it
run
out
your
of there.
backups, you're
He's
pretty
been under
much.
pressure all season,
You're
and
pretty
they
much
really
asking to
haven't
get
done
beat.
much to turn down that heat. It's
But I
just
also
hard
think
to
I
imagine
shouldn't
that
really
this guy
be
will back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong. And I
Playing
think
man.
Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you
What?
hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it. But
Make a tackle.
finishing strong would kind of ease some of that.
But now, like, I feel like I have to play man because I'm in
Going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough. I
in
think,
the
to
red
keep
zone
this
here.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know
There
they've
you
got
go,
the money to
boys.
spend. It just seems like they're gonna
There you go. Beat your man.
Can't find
Get
his
after
man
him.
as He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection.
I'm
last
lined up
time,
over
but
the
here
nose
they throw
tackle.
it again.
Right over the nose, over the center.
On second down,
Getting
just
double
keep
teamed.
firing. He's got it and still on his feet.
All right, he's got the first down.
After making the grab, and they're set up. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends it's so much
Really
versatility. You know,
like
they can
clearing
block
out
and
the one
stay
guy in the
in
middle, but
formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And he takes it in.
Injured the entire team.
Touchdown, and a little
You know what that reminds me of, funny enough? Back on, like, I think we had NASCAR Thunder 2004 or something like that. My friend and I would play, and you would start the race and drive, immediately flip around and drive backwards and try and run
almost ready to kick it away.
head on into
Scoring the
everybody.
touchdown.
Knock
He'll
everybody
start
out of the
return
race.
inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have
All right.
victory formation.
Big
covered.
dub. We only gave up
Really easy to
14,
get
and the
caught up in
14 was when our backups were in, so yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, and you start it, you circle.
Caused the biggest crash. See, I don't think we had those. It was just like how wild. I remember a couple times you could get cars to flip up, and there was like a ceiling, right? So like they get up to like the invisible ceiling in this like crazy spin, and then come back down. I think one time I remember, if I remember correctly, I think we actually destroyed a car enough that like the engine block was like chopped.
They'll be talking about this for a long time.
And the funny thing then too was seeing you also had to kind of race against the guys that were only lightly damaged enough that would come out of the pits. It was so hard when you got down to like one car left though, because you're flying so fast and so are they, trying to hit them head on, you know, and they're obviously trying to swerve out of the way of you. Good times. All right, how much season do we have left? There shouldn't be much more. All right, Ryan O'Connell, CJ Michaels. I mean, the thing is, if we stuck in here, so we're number 1 for him. That's fine. This is like the one wide receiver. This guy committed to Ohio State. Unfortunate. But this is a 4-star gem center that, like, if there's just gonna be a 5-star guy basically sitting around, hey, if he can come play for us, I'll take that. Abdul Carter, Defensive Player of the Week. Julian Fleming getting his first? Yeah, getting his first Offensive Player of the Week nod. Get in there, Julian. Hold on. 4 tackles, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, and 4 fumble recoveries? Yeah, man, you definitely are getting Defensive Player of the Week at the national stage. Jeez. Ooh, ooh, ooh! We moved up to second. Ohio State got upset on the... at home. Upset at home against Indiana. No way. No way. It's okay, though. You see these standings? College football playoff will put them in over Oregon anyway, which they probably should have. What was Oregon's schedule that they're 8-3? But yeah, don't worry about it. Ohio State will, I've experienced firsthand. They'll put them in and somehow we'll miss it. Ole Miss took the loss. Who else is losing out here? Oklahoma, that's a big fall. Lost to Bama. 8-3 ranked 4th. Yeah, I'm confused. 10-1, 10-1, 10-1, 9-2. There's some sort of bias here for Oregon, and I don't know what their schedule is. Committee instead of good rankings, yeah. Yeah. What's the media? I don't understand this. I really don't. Okay, score schedules. Can we take a look at Oregon's schedule? You can what? You can force a win? Why? Is that for control for like, that must be for like, really for use in like online dynasties where if somebody doesn't play a game, then you can decide a winner because maybe one guy was available and one guy didn't show or something like that. Okay, so week 13, they had a bye. They beat Wisconsin. I want to see what their losses were. Who'd they lose to? Okay, so they lost to number 1 Michigan. Okay, shouldn't be a big knock on them. Everything checks out. They lost to Ohio State. Okay, but if Ohio State lost once and they're getting dropped quite a bit. Do they have an early loss? Is that why? Did they lose to like USC or something? Bye week. Oregon beat Oregon State. Is it because they had like a week 1 loss or something? They lost to Boise State in week 2 at home. So they lost to Boise State at home, and then they lost to Ohio State and Michigan. And they're gonna put them ahead of Ohio State. Unreal. I can't say that I understand much of anything there. I mean, if we can get that center, I'll take it. I mean, we're not gonna get this guy, but we're gonna try. We've got enough hours. A late stab. I forgot that we had even looked at tight end. What do our tight ends look like? Yeah, Dinkins and Cross at 78. Tyler Warren's gonna graduate. 78 is a junior, 78 is a sophomore. We do have Reynolds. We got Reynolds rap out there. Although you would think he'd play defense. 79. This guy's a 4-star. Get him in at freshman behind. Maybe red shirt him. Sure, we'll toss you a scholarship. Why not? Plenty of scholarships to go around over here. Alright, we lead the charge. These guys are just really slow to commit to anything, so that's fine. And this was the guy that we were trying to... We're trying to get in with this guy. 4-star. Yeah, we, 4-star gem. I mean, these other guys, I guess we could technically throw a little bit at them, but these 4-star gem defensive tackles, if we can just steal them, steal a dude from Alabama and Georgia, the Georgia one seems like it's gonna be harder, but grab 2 dudes from down south and get them in here. Sure up that defensive front. That'd be glorious. Can't quite seem to lock that guy up. Yeah, I mean, I think we're good. This kicker, we still have it lightly thrown on. I think we're gonna get a 3-star kicker. We got essentially a 4-star punter. I mean, I guess at this point, we may as well just send the house on this guy, right? We've got the hours. Apparently, I've offered him a scholarship, too. Why not? Why not? That was not intended. Are we still 14th? We are still 14th. Got a lot more 3-stars. It's an okay recruiting class. Although, if we steal those 4-stars, I think that's the thing. We don't have, like, just 5-stars on paper, but got a couple 4-star gems that should hopefully go a good ways for us. I don't know, there's not like, I know we're like really late now, but there's not like anything for left outside linebackers that are just homeless, right? Problem is, all the right side linebackers are also hanging around here. Although, you know what? We could... Some of these random dudes could at least scout them. You know? At least scout these left outside linebackers and see how they shape up. Kind of dumb that, you know, we're in the top 3, but we're locked out. So what's the point of showing me that? I don't know. All right, left outside linebacker. Let's do some quick scouting here. Because we got this guy who's just a 3-star, but, you know, maybe I should have... It's fine. Alright, well, I think we'll just take Soriano then. Alright, Maryland game. At home. What's the, let's take a look at the team schedule here. So we got Maryland this week. Okay. Maryland bye week conference championship, which with the newly structured stuff, I don't know how that's gonna work. I guess technically Ohio State has the win over us, so we need an Ohio State loss this week in order for us to wrap up number 2 in the conference. Because it's not East versus West anymore. Not East versus West anymore. If we don't have the conference championship game, there's a chance that we could miss out on the playoffs. Because I don't know how the game weights any of that stuff. Hopefully in a friendly way. We got senior day.
One of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the...
You know, I was gonna step away real quick to fill up my water, and then I realized that the game will automatically start. So we'll wait until we... We'll wait until we choose. You know, it says rivalry game. It's not much of a rivalry. Maryland's only won a couple of times. All right.
The Terrapins will kick it
So
away.
we're starting with the ball here. Let's take it out.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers.
All right, almost out to the 20.
Running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the
That's all right.
So Penn State's offense will
51 to 15. I was there. Also, that was a good game. Took over that game pretty late.
The adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know
I feel like I start with an inside run pretty frequently.
this week more than most.
Got 2 on that hit on that side.
Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure.
Oh, that guy's quick.
Can anyone catch
Put on the afterburner. Wow, they got speed. They got speed in their secondary because Singleton's pretty fast.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
I want to take a shot.
That big play is
Play action
just
post.
what
We're going to
they
have
need. Now they have
Dinkins.
it first and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield.
Attaboy Dinkins. Dinkins and Dunkins.
And he's down at the 5. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive.
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start.
All right, we should have Warren
The
underneath.
Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
No.
Buys a little time.
We'll take it in ourselves. Get in there, Aller. See the field.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
When Warren didn't run out in the flat underneath, which I guess you're already kind of crowded there, but you always are with that play if they choose that.
Explosive plays. Another
He just
explosive
turned
plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are back.
Stuck it up there.
Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7.
But everybody's down in the end zone, so QB scramble near the goal line
And they
ends up being
with a
pretty
5-yard
good.
touchdown run.
Big boot. Big
And
boot.
They thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Maryland's offense.
Ruben Hippolyte II. That is a
We take a
name.
look at our impact players for this one. What are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to
All right,
win.
come on, Dennis
Yeah,
Sutton.
they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
So we coming in trying
Back
to
to the ground with the running back.
run here.
For a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's
Did
just something
Talia
different about rivalry
Tagovailoa
games.
graduate?
Because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is
Good
something
stop.
that people are going to talk
Good
about
stop.
for
See the run
years
coming.
and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last
Yeah, we're gonna
week.
take the fair catch there. I don't wanna
Catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line.
risk
The Nittany
anything.
Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field.
Okay,
for
they are
touchdown.
clogging
It's really
things
important
up.
for them moving forward too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense.
Let's try
guessing.
some slants
Yeah, you
here.
got me searching for answers after that last drive. You
Oh, they
stack
dropped
another
back.
drive on top of this. Their defense is
Just throw it away. Just throw it away. That's the first time I've ever got a throwaway to work.
It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate.
All right, I'm gonna go with the draw play here. They're spread out thinking run,
I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but
or they're spread out thinking pass
Nice
rather.
throwaway, QB.
I'll take that. 8 yards right up the gut.
Whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Now we'll try a quick pass here.
Sneaking screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single
go
play,
dragon
we'll
stick.
Sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming.
Clifford
And they
gets
do it again.
underneath, otherwise we go back door to Singleton.
They'll try
Oh,
to get it
Singleton.
through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's
There you go, Nick.
Singleton. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect.
All right, let's take a shot. High-low dig. You get Wallace coming underneath. Warren might just take the top off.
Coming, the worst things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down. Get it
No,
out of my
he's
hand,
not.
Get the 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it.
It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to
That's
the ball.
that's not great.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans.
All right, let's try
You
this
know they were
route
coming into this game
underneath.
This time, they want to
If
put
these
out a
guys
much
drop
better
back in
performance.
coverage.
There's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this
Ah,
game,
man, okay.
reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you
Give him
failed.
pressure.
You wanna come out and
Give
get a great start in this football
him
game.
pressure. So if they're gonna
It doesn't
go,
take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed.
They're gonna
all
go
over
with
the
that.
place.
Let's
They hit him so quickly. And
try
because
the
of
wide
that, ball
receiver
falls into
screen here.
If they can convert here, that type of
I don't
play
know
can
if it's gonna
really
work.
give you a shot of momentum. The aerial assault continues. grab behind the line. It's Wallace.
Yeah, when you've only got the one blocker out there, I don't really know how to make that play work. I feel like I'm missing a piece to that puzzle.
On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there.
That's okay. We went pass heavy there, took a shot, and then ended up sticking with it. Maybe there was an option for us to run when they're expecting pass.
Back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a
I feel like we end up with a lot
After
of...
the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the
A
air,
lot of
it's
space
Edwards.
there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Alright.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all
I gave the...
nowhere to go as that
I gave the call on defense, run up the middle.
Disaster. And the Terrapins will punt this one away.
Sure
This will
enough.
be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it.
I'm waiting for the day where we manage... I'm waiting for the day where we manage that. Alright, outside run. Let's get Dinkins on the block. Lead the way.
You got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me,
Spinning
that
back
starts with
in
being
there.
more
I should
physical.
probably just take that.
Being the more physical team, but understanding the
I should
situation
probably
of the
just take
game,
that
they're still
outside.
winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Alright. Play action. Looks like single high safety. We'll see if that holds.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before
Yeah,
the
that
defense
worked.
finally makes a stop.
And they took a shot. I like it. Make the big play. Once you
Yeah, that
start
wasn't
getting
exactly
closer
what I
to
was
the goal line, you start running out of space, Jesse. Now this big play
thinking there.
down in the red zone in a scoring position.
Yeah, and it was
Okay,
a nice
they're
job, too,
shading
David, of the
in.
quarterback letting the coverage dictate where
I tried to throw it away.
He needs to
Gosh
get
darn
rid
it.
of- He needs to do something, and he will
I-
go down.
Yeah. I tried to throw it away. That didn't work.
Big loss.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this
All right,
point
let's
in the red zone, but now
let's
you
run
can't
the
go
draw
backwards.
here.
You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They go to the draw. At the 20, he's
We'll
got
take
space.
the first. We'll take the first.
94 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a
All right, 8
tremendous
yards to
season,
go. I'll
leading the
try.
country in rushing.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field. Now set up on first.
Reels it in the end zone.
There we go.
Touchdown, Penn State.
There we go. When I saw where the safety was, I knew we pretty well had man on the outside there for both of them.
In football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now.
Like there was just nobody to drop. Even if they had somebody that they're trying to drop in coverage over there, it was like not in the right spot for it.
Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
All right, we'll take
And
it.
it'll be a touchback. The ball
Up
will come
14
out
in the first
5-yard
quarter.
line.
Let's get a stop
Maryland
going.
has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Apparently they've got a
out of
good
the
running
gate.
back.
Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Oh, falls out. What?
And as a defense, you just want
Dang
to
it.
steal some possessions, create
Why are
some
they-
turnovers, you force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it.
Feels
Those
bad,
are
man.
moments that you just get a little bit frustrated.
Falls out and they end up with a 5-yard gain. The right tackle.
To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 30.
This guy is gonna get banged
Those
up.
physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the
This
road,
guy is gonna get banged up if they
they tend to turn into bigger runs.
keep the run on.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down.
Uh-oh.
Quick release by the QB. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the.
Not gonna lie, we've been running, man.
How electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm
That's
on offense,
just
I'm trying to find
getting
a lot
beat.
of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And it's just simple.
But now we're kind of into that part of the field where man still kind of makes sense. I don't know.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Edwards. Fires to the tight end.
All right, that's
Russell
gonna
to the
run
ground after
things
picking up the
out.
1st down. The Terrapins have this offense.
I don't see
rolling.
them calling in another play here before the quarter ends.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to.
I
do
mean,
that here in
almost
the
12
first
yards
quarter.
of-
We take a
of
look
play.
at the stats.
We haven't used much time because we've had some big.
This could be a pivotal
big old
moment in this
chunky
game as
plays.
We open the 2nd period, and they try to find a way to answer. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play.
All right, let's see if we can get a red zone stop.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple.
I mean,
down
he's
to the
gonna
16.
end up injured at a certain point, right?
In the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try.
Right,
to be
when
the more
he's
physical
getting
team.
banged up
I
that
love the
much.
play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the.
That's the running back.
When these wide
There it
receivers
is.
go up the
He
middle,
got hurt
so much
blocking,
of this
though.
is feel. Understanding where the
But,
holes
I
are in
mean,
the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man.
absolutely
These wide receivers
chipping
are
away at that
because they do
guy.
it so fast and see that so quick.
He's
and
out of
make
the
those plays
game
on
for the time being.
1st and goal, and this feels like they're.
I'm sure he'll be back later, though.
He bullies
All right,
his
stretch
way
play.
all the
They
way
still
down
got 5 to
the
go.
5-yard line.
And listen, it's tough.
What are the
It's a tough
coaches'
proposition.
suggestions?
This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye.
I
And
mean,
you're gonna
it's-
challenge your guys, especially in the red
I
zone.
don't know, pretty
to be
similar
more
to
physical,
what we've been.
to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Grab.
Attaboy, stop the screen.
And that was a high percentage.
Now they wanna
completion
just
and a
drop
low
it.
efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
That's a great
See,
example
this-
of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball,
All right,
down
let's-
he went, not picking up the 1st.
Let's listen to the coach here.
Yourself think on
Let's listen to the coach here and see.
Back to throw. It's Edwards.
Wow, yeah, cover, and he's just got all the time in the world.
Snags it. Into the end
I mean, if your 3 guys rushing can't get.
Terrapins.
But I mean, I guess the whole point is you've got
Breathes a little
freaking
fire.
like 8 guys back
You see it
covering that you should be able to stop that.
You get
So
energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ball.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know in that situation. Do you flood it like
And
that?
he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now
We're
they
gonna
need
motion
to put something
Singleton
together
out,
to
run
answer that
Allen
last
back.
score.
They're not
There's a lot of
biting,
pressure, too,
so
on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there.
That's
but
fine.
They can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's
That
the difficulty being
is
played. Like, I
fine.
have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back and forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
let's run off
They've got
tackle
a
here.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Okay, hold on. Is Dinkins a running back? Or is he a tight end? He's a tight end. What are they doing lining Dinkins up as the dude to hand off to in that? Okay. Note to self. Don't do that again.
Offense gets set for second down.
Alright, we got the post on the outside, which I think I like.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I do like.
This offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk
All right,
of yards
and then
like
we'll
that,
try
now
and
the
go.
defense is really
We'll try and
on
go
its heels.
draw here.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Don't know if they're. Looks like they're pressed, so I don't know that they're really expecting
It's a draw.
the pass. Just running out of bounds.
First down marker and still running.
Do I want to be stopping the
7
clock?
yards on the ground
Maybe
and just
not.
Another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
Alright, we're on play action here. We've been
26. It's 1st and 10.
passing a lot. Clifford could be a good bet if Fleming can pull the guys.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just
Hold that a
couldn't get it
little
to the
bit
receiver.
too long.
Well, the offensive line
They'll probably bring some heat here, so
no
let's
chance that time, getting hit almost
get rid of
immediately
it
after he
pretty
got the
quick.
ball.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. And he's brought
And we'll
down
get it back
after
on the
a nice
ground.
gain.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Inside the 15. First
Defense
and 10 from the
couldn't
14.
stop a nosebleed. Hey.
The give to the back. Relying on that running game inside.
Well, we
the
got
red
held up a
zone.
bit at the line of
3 to the
scrimmage
11.
there. 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Saunders, if the mic bites in, Saunders is
Back to
clear.
pass, it's Aller.
But we're gonna go corner.
And he was trying to
All right, that
cash
was-
in the end zone in this red zone threat.
That was
but it
tough.
didn't complete.
The mic dropped
No, it's a
into
good
coverage
decision
there,
by
so
the
it was kind of a
defense. His
hard.
intended target wasn't open, so throw it
Goal
out of
line
bounds.
unders, we're not
Good to
quite
play
at that
another day here
point.
on this drive.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
I don't really love this play now that I'm looking at it, but I don't have much choice.
On 3rd down, he'll try to
Running
pick
back
it
got
up through the
jammed.
air.
No!
And the
Nick.
incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh man!
And the field goal unit is on the
Oh
field.
man,
Gotta give the
he
defense
was
credit
so
on that play,
close.
taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do
Steve Schneider!
One splits the upright.
Welcome on in, everybody, from Rundown Man Stream. Hello, hello. We are playing some college football.
They'll kick it away after
Played our
putting up a
TGC
field goal
stuff
on that
earlier.
last drive.
We just can't putt this week. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, our stats look
And he'll just
fantastic.
take the knee, and this drive will
But I
start
hope you're all
at
doing well.
25.
What were you up to, Steve?
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football.
Did really nice in Plat, nice,
This
man.
offense just has to put a couple
Yeah,
drives and listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too,
To
David,
summarize,
one
I'm 34 under
Yeah,
through
they just went down and scored.
through 3,
This game's still tight.
and I am
Feet to the fire, so an opportunity
like
here to keep applying that
86% medium putts
Let's see what they've
and
got on 2nd down.
16% long.
They'll try the run.
Like, it's
He'll
bad.
be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah.
And
So,
here we go. If you're
not
an
great.
offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then
It's like mathematically cannot putt.
and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah,
But I have, like-
you know, coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to
Uh-oh.
some way.
There's a flag on the play. I'm hoping that that helps me out here.
Sprinting all the way.
Come on, bring it back.
Take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field.
See, that is...
That celebration turned sour quickly after they
That
saw
is
that
exactly
flag, and it
why
wiped
right
out the
there.
big
They
play and the
were holding
touchdown.
me.
A first down for the
Approach game was your killer, especially round 1. Yeah, like I went 10 under, 12 under, 12 under.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards.
Oh, good bat. Good
Hit the
bat.
ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it
10, 12, 12.
slipped through his
No
fingers.
Eagles.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10.
I've probably made 5 putts
He's
outside of 10
looking to
feet
throw.
all tournament. You know, it's just
That pressure
one of
got to him,
those
and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
one of those weeks.
Decibels rising as the crowd
Gonna run,
gets
please show him better
behind
college
the
football
defensive
gameplay.
down.
I'll try. This is my first game, so the bar should be very low.
Still on his feet at
Oh, he's
the
short.
He gets
They're not
just
gonna go for 4th and inches at
away
midfield?
from that first down marker as they all
That was a great play call, though. They got huge yardage.
a fairly short distance
Out
here
of
toward the
bounds.
sidelines,
Take it up to
not his
25.
best work.
Man, take it easy, Steve. Thank you very much for the raid, dude.
Penn State sends the offense back
I
onto
will.
the
I will
field.
try and take
So last
good
time
care
they
of your
ate up
folks.
some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but
What
there's
is with this
still
camera?
other weeks, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense
There
right
we
now,
go.
my
That
job
was
is
weird.
to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the
Second
goal
and
line,
inches.
better
That to
execution
me
for a
says take a
touchdown.
shot.
They stop
Play action
it
comeback.
just
No, I
short
just
of
want to
first down,
take
but
a
it
shot.
will be second and inches coming up.
Tight end attack. They're cramming in here. Oh, we can get over the top.
He's back to throw on second down. Gonna
Oh,
let it
we
fly.
can get over the top.
Caught inside the 30. And he
Of
gets
course, you're a
it.
tight end, so you're gonna be a little bit slower. But yeah, that was
Terrific run after the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this
Easy
play.
money.
I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll use the running game on first
Oh.
and goal.
he keeps the legs churning. The man's a beast.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Get in there, Nick.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there.
And in true fashion, I had no sense of the game time. There's 25 seconds left, so that was pretty good. You know, we left a little bit of time for 'em.
On any given play.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
And I think we started. Oh, they're taking it out.
Smith bust through behind his pad. He
Yeah.
stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he
We're
just
starting
took
with,
the touchback.
or they're starting with the ball in the second half, so it is very, very important that we get a stop here.
Aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time.
Oh man, we were so close to laying into the quarterback there.
On the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive.
Trying to
and
keep
make sure
things
I
in
don't
front
make
of
that
us.
mistake.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air, it's Edwards.
Nice, nice stick, nice stick.
And he'll tell you he
Knock it
really
loose.
should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle.
All right.
It'll be second down. Running out
I'm
of
gonna
time here in
show
the first
pressure
half. They're
here.
gonna have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
They're running up the middle.
Misfired. on
JK,
the last
LOL.
play. They'll go back to the air.
Not up the middle, we'll take this.
And escaping down
They
he
faked me
goes.
out. I showed pressure and backed out. They actually
It's third down.
threw it.
And with time running out here in the first half, now
All right,
willing
now
to
they'll
invite
get to try again.
disaster, the offense takes
Now
the lead,
they'll get
and
to
they'll
try
go to
again.
break trailing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell
Okay, so if
you,
we can take
bring out
a little
ton
bit
of
more of a
emotion,
lead here.
and no surprise, we saw
We
just
will-
that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with
Be able to start running the clock out. I think when you put it into churn clock, I think that's when the game starts auto subbing, which is nice. I don't have to manually.
A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said,
Yeah, that play there,
and our guys in the booth
I mean,
to see who comes out on top.
you rush 3, you're gonna get 2 double
Thanks for that
teams.
breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half.
Not much else to be done there. Oh, they are gonna take it
Coming
out.
out with it, it's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here
I don't know
comes
if
the
I run.
Maryland offense back
I don't
on
know
their
if I
feet.
run the
They come into
same
this third
thing
quarter
too
with a
much,
lot
or
of
if
work
it's
they need to get done.
fine. Like,
starts with this possession.
it's probably not as big of a deal
This is
in.
coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one.
It's probably not as big of a deal against the
It's gonna have to
computer.
be, but I think the mindset
But I would
offensively
think
is
if you
probably
play
gonna
against
match
actual
up.
people, you would
Their
probably
defense
be
has
wanting
been
to
struggling.
run
They have not been getting a lot
the
of
same
stops, so
few
this is
formations
a
and run
critical
a
drive
few
for
different
the South.
defensive plays out of each of them.
First down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
All season long, we've been watching this defense.
Probably gonna get double
dominate
teamed
against
here
the
on the
run. They're
outside.
The #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
That one could really.
It's always just then that
high
quick
gear as
pass.
They have a first down at the 37.
I don't know.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive.
I don't know when you
play
run
for
heavy
this
set with
offense.
that quick
They
pass.
needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. And
What
better
you
way
what you
than
can do.
converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And
was
he
awkward.
laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And
Okay,
listen, it's not
the play guess has actually been
cuts, small
a pretty good thing.
tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'll try to run for it.
Damn.
They'll get it to the 48.
I wouldn't have guessed a run player on the outside there, though,
I
to
know
be
this
fair.
is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game.
Would have certainly
really
thought they'd
impose their will on the D line. They
throw
got
there.
just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby.
that was bad
They'll
pursuit.
finally drag him down, but
I gotta work on open field tackling because I feel like I overshoot it quite a
the
bit.
Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Edwards. They're setting up the screen.
Okay.
He makes the stop, and a nice
They're trying to
pickup
slow
there
the
on
rush.
first down. Leaves
They've
them
gone
in second and
screenplay, which is kind of funny
Just
because
keep giving him the easy catches
we're actually
until
not
they
even
do
running
something.
blitzes.
You're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Ball's out! Whoa, that ball moved!
Defense
Get in
covering
there.
up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And it's so great to see
That
them
fumble went
celebrate
flying.
this defense, 'cause they've been on the field now for a few minutes, right?
That
This offense has been
fumble
trying
went
play after
flying.
play, and they're getting yards, but the defense never quit. They were able to get to the ball.
Right, TFR? That thing was just...
Possession,
that was
and now
moving.
they get a much-deserved rest.
Takes the handoff. It's
All right,
Singleton.
well, I like 6 yards on the ground. 6 yards on first, sign me up every time.
You're a defense, it is stop and run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy.
We'll take a semi-shot. We'll go a deep curl here. We got one-on-one on the outside. That safety might be problematic.
All the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
I mean, not what you're looking for.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4.
Warren sinks in between here.
From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left.
Attaboy, Warren.
By himself. He's off to the races.
Attaboy, Warren.
Move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I will say there's definitely some stuff that we're seeing. Like, I feel like I'm actually learning a little bit. Not always, but, you know, enough of the time.
That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
2nd and 6. I feel like we got to take a shot. Comeback post.
Now on 2nd and goal.
I like the comeback post because we get a man on the outside there.
Back to throw. It's
He's getting
out.
jammed, but
For 6.
I am like, I think that play is going to develop sooner, I think.
Just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone.
Like, I think I need him to come back, and it just takes longer.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
There you go, Clifford.
Penn State. And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again.
There you go, Cliff.
Lead here in the 2nd half.
It's so weird because for those of you familiar with Penn State at all, Sean Clifford
Great job taking advantage of the situation.
is his older brother.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
And so Sean Clifford was
Returners gonna
quarterback
try to
for
see
what
he
felt
can
like 6 years. I think he was only there for 4, but with COVID, or maybe 5.
get down there and make the stop at the 19.
COVID made it feel like an eternity. It was like, is Clifford ever gonna leave? And now his younger brother Liam
They face a pretty tall
is actually still, he's been there a couple of seasons. I think he might be a junior.
This is a good time to start.
He's a wide receiver.
Urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on
Got
this.
in there and batted it away.
Defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be.
Yeah, so we got
down 24. You're
gonna have upwards of a decade of Clifford.
Conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the.
Man, that running back, he was injured before, went out for a little bit, now he's injured again.
Let him be checked out.
Mans is just struggling a bit.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive.
All right, gonna make it look like pressure and drop him.
And it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd.
Oh, pick!
Fires into traffic.
Piku, Sixu, thank you very much.
Take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons.
All right, I think we're in a comfy spot to start chewing the clock.
But they take the football away, and once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down.
I think we're in a good spot here.
And he added the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
The big boot.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes.
See, I don't know if I'm ever calling the
Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass
cover
last
3
time. It was just
right
to
or
the
not.
wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
I think
for
they might be
quarterbacks,
running.
But guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for a physical.
Get in there, Abdul.
He's
All right,
dropped
3rd and
on
2. I'm thinking pass.
Yeah, that's kind of
Let's
surprising.
leave it.
We talked
Let's
about
leave
this
it
before
in.
the game, one of the big matchups.
Let's leave it in cover 2 here. But I'm gonna guess that it's pass. I don't know. They guess it's pass when you call a
This
pass.
offense just can't
Like,
find a way to get it going.
Call zone defense. I guess that works. Get out of bounds. You're slow.
And they'll close
Get out of bounds. You're slow.
Return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot take a rapid pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching
Alright, I guess this would be the time where we just, you just keep running the ball.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all this stupid.
Yeah, we're chewing clock, we're chewing clock, we're chewing clock. That's the name of the game.
Run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And the thing that's tough here is they know we're trying to run.
He does a really nice job
Right.
finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hold.
I have not had luck with the counter play. Let's just go power.
Getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him
It's
on
fine.
the ground, but not before he gets
That's fine. This will take us to the end of the half, or the end of the quarter, rather. All right, 38-7 lead going into the fourth quarter. Taking care of business here at home against Maryland. We forced, what, like 3 picks or something?
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store?
Comeback for the ages. 31 points in 6 minutes. I'd love to see it.
Have it 1st and 10.
That'd be better than the miracle at the Meadowlands.
The give to the single back. Got enough space.
No, it's not the give. They say the give to the single back. It's the give to the singleton.
Big reason why his team has
Come on,
the
you
lead
gotta get it
now
right.
late is because of his performance running the football. Well, over
power roll,
100
we're gonna
yards
crash
in this
down.
game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his
Oh,
offense
hello,
all
friends.
game long.
Nowhere to run on that
Okay.
one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They were in the
The
freaking
defense
backfield.
finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have
There's
to
not a lot
give
of
him
room
the
over
football,
here,
force feed it
but
to him and let him go to work. He's done that.
We'll see.
Over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move.
give him a
And
run
here's
pass
the thing.
option.
If I get close and I
Don't
get
tell me
stopped,
what to do.
it's 4th down. 4th down means
We're just
go
gonna
for it.
float
That's
one to
all that
Wallace
means
here.
now today in college football.
Wants to fire it in the end zone.
Ah, man.
And
You need that to go to the corner, and I think that's the problem there.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It's
So I gotta learn that. I think the big thing there was
piling on, not the penalty.
you want to run the fade, but to the corner. He's just kind of running a straight route there, and so there's too much traffic. But I don't know how to get that fade route called, basically.
And no chance at a return.
So that's just something to learn. If we have
their own 25.
a way that we can do that, that would be great.
Terrapin offense ready to
Figure
go.
out the. I guess that'd be a hot route. That wouldn't even be audible.
David, short-term memory. Just
Because
forget
audible
that
is
last
full
pick.
play.
Dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some
Sack
players
him!
And
Get in there.
Get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Put this game away,
So they'll
boys.
try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Works the middle of the field. They bring him down, but
All right, 3rd and 9.
to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out.
Get a
his
stop.
on that one.
On 3rd down, going up top.
All right, they're short.
Going in nicely.
4th and 2 on their own half of the field. I don't think they're going for it.
You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes.
All right, their
not
gunner's getting
staring
down there.
the
Let's fair
sky,
catch it.
and then throwing them open.
All right, back to the run game. Any surprises there? I don't
Penn
think
State
so.
sends the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Man, they've got some speed on the edge there.
You got to put the drive together.
They've got
first and
some
get down
speed
there.
on the edge.
Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After getting knocked
They
back
are
to open
definitely
this drive,
loaded
it's
on that
2nd and
side.
12.
6-9-1, Gators score.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's close to the
We'll
first
take
down.
it.
They're
3rd
gonna
and
mark him just a little
2.
short.
I
He's
don't
just winning that
normally
matchup
love
in
the
slot
slants in
every
general.
time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his
Okay,
versatility.
Warren could
of the
post
guy
up.
in that slot position.
Wallace could slip
We
underneath.
reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite
I'm gonna send the same
content just
thing
to
back
drain
out.
the
I don't
rest
think
of
they're
the
gonna do
time
anything
away.
crazy here.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass.
All right.
Put it right on him. Sweet play.
And now we can get the ball back on the ground. They've got 3 timeouts. I don't think they're going to call them, though, so we should be able to just run this thing out. You know, they're going to be real.
Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to?
No, Nick!
The offense quickly calls
Why is he
timeout
still
to
in the
stop
game
clock.
anyway?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him
He's
out.
got to put a timeout in,
After the
too.
3-yard
But why
pickup,
is
they come to the
Singleton
line,
still
2nd
we're up
and 7.
34 points in the 4th quarter? Shouldn't there be auto-subbing going on?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards.
Bruce
Great
Shoulder,
tackle there.
substitute. Keep him healthy.
I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
How
Power
bold
here.
will
I
they
like
be
this.
On 3rd down after that last run.
I like
The
this a lot.
receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
I don't like it as much. Why does it always feel like I'm out ahead of my blockers?
Stops him short of the marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to
Can I just run the
coming
clock
into game,
out,
like, they thought they had a
please?
good
I
plan.
know it's
They were
4th
ready to attack
down,
and-
but can I
and
just...
limit some of the
I
damage
guess
this
we'll
offense has
stand
done. They
here
haven't
and
done
wait
it
for
today.
20
They gotta
seconds?
go back to the drawing board,
GG's?
figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
GG's. But yeah, so that power run there, I don't think I quite follow how the blocks are happening because I always feel like I'm out in front of them, which, like, obviously isn't how it works, but I feel like you almost have to stand still when you get the ball to let those
There's a
blocks
long and
form,
storied
which then
history of great games between
you're
these two
flat-footed. So
rivals,
I don't
and this
really
chapter
know.
Adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the.
Don't really know what I'm
by
supposed
the
to do
winning
there, to be
team as
honest.
well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm.
All right, another blowout against Maryland for 45th win of the series.
To get this win.
And it's hard. And
Not
the
great
average
completion
is
percentage,
all
but
emotions,
268
running
yards,
so deep,
3
like,
tutties.
Sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did.
Honestly, he could have had, like, there were like 2 more big pass plays that got
That's gonna do it
stopped.
for us. For Jesse Palmer, David
Pretty
Pollack,
close.
I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So that's some good stuff right there. 14-10, 14-3. That's fine. You know, we're at the end. We're just trying to run the clock out. So absolutely zero concerns. I don't think there was anything recruiting left to do this week, right? Like, I think everybody's got stuff attributed to it, so. See if we get anybody to commit. Hopefully nobody dropped us. No! The freaking linebacker dropped us for Boston College? What do they have that we don't? I guess you're from New York, but shouldn't that mean you hate them? And this guy we got locked out of, which was fine. We stopped pursuing him. So that's like no sweat off our back. We're playing Michigan in the Big Ten Championship? Did Ohio State lose? Because that's not a committee vote. Right? I mean, not that I'm complaining about making the Big Ten Championship, but it's going to be real sad when we lose to Ohio State and Michigan in the same season. Just saying. I mean, I know we're not pursuing that guy. Ohio State, Georgia, Texas A&M. It's tough because I can soft sell him on a whim here. Just try and look for great things, but I don't know anything about the dude, so it's definitely risk taken. But we're gonna throw our best at it. Tight end prospect. Those guys are all committed. Essentially a 5-star center here. I don't think there's anything else I can do. He's only into his top 8. Those guys are looking decent. I would love, yeah, 4-star gem. 4-star gem. I should scout these other guys though, just because we're falling behind on that. Should I recruit for all of them? Probably. Yeah, I don't know. He's just not down to a point you can do anything. Georgia, I don't know, like, do you just try and do you start throwing some scholarships around? I don't know. That feels run stopper. I know Auburn's big on that guy. 30th and 9th. Alright. We'll see here. I would not mind taking a 4-star. Obviously the 4-star gem, that's the big one. This guy's pretty close to locking up. We got the punter. Kicker who I accidentally offered a scholarship to. Happens too frequently, to be honest. Alright, I just want to see if anything locks up before, or they're kind of waiting for Big Ten Championship here. Alright, strong safety, he signs. Okay, he was just a 4-star. 4-star gem, we're number 1. Much like Smitty, Werberjack, and Jensen. Okay, so there's no recruiting at this point, so I can't see where we're at with the recruiting. Managed staff? Apparently, now we're getting towards, like, off-season stuff. Okay, so these guys are recruiters and tacticians. I think that is a good complement to what we've got going on. Do we need the D-line or the linebackers to get work in the off season? I guess I gotta see where like the overall $92, $80, $75, $87, $70. And those are 80s. Linebackers. I feel like we could use some work at the linebacker position. Same with DBs. But I think I already have it set for DBs. Because we're getting close to the off-season stuff. Okay, so we've got... This has big implications. This will be the game tomorrow night. We're going to be taking on number 1 in the conference, Michigan. I don't quite understand... Oh, Ohio State lost. They lost the last 2 games. That puts us in. Because Ohio State would have had the head-to-head, but they lost to Indiana, and then they lost to... They lost to Michigan. So that gives us a chance. That gives us a chance. Neutral site. Washington guy. 6-6. 3-6 in conference play, though. Which is funny because in real life, they are way better than this. I was surprised to see how this shook out. Like, if you say so, well, weren't they, like, in the top 5 last year? Or did they have a lot of seniors graduate? I guess Penix graduated. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just had a lot of seniors go, and so this year they're not looking to be as good. Yeah, Washington was 500. They make a bowl game. You say as a salty Wazoo fan? Hold on. Let's see what's left of the Pac-12. Is this actually what the Pac-12 looks like now? Say it ain't so. There are 2 teams in the Pac-12. It's the Pac-2? I guess so, right? For the next 2 years. Because what? You lost 4 teams to the Big Ten. I guess there were ones that went to some other conferences and stuff as well. Like... Oh, Colorado went Big 12. Arizona. Utah, Arizona State. I didn't realize how bad it was. I knew that there were teams leaving. I did not know that it was like that, but yikes. Yikes, the freaking Pac-2. The Pac freaking 2. That is terrible. Oh, man. All right, well, tomorrow night we've got Penn State at Michigan. Huge playoff implications. If we beat Michigan, easy bid into the college football playoff. If we lose, there's still a chance, having lost to Ohio State at Michigan, would be very realistic. There's a lot of there aren't many one-loss teams around, so there's still a chance. Like, we might be, if we keep it close, we might be in. If we beat them, we're definitely in. So, you know, we will try our best. Hopefully we've got some college football action, or playoff action, tomorrow night as well after the Michigan game. Hopefully that's not the end of our season. Well, I guess we'll have a bowl game, so we should have 2 games. If we make the college football playoff, then we have some more. But yeah, we're gonna get after that tomorrow night. We've got TGC round 4. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So I thank you all very, very much for watching and hanging out. If you have not subbed to the YouTube already, I would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to grow. We're trying to grow that thing. All right, let's go and say hello to. Whoa, I gotta get out of here. I still gotta edit the round from earlier. So we're gonna say hi to Whoa. He's playing some PGA. He's much better than me, as should be known by now. But again, thank you all. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 7:30. Night.